There we go. Here we go. Welcome everybody to the Phantom Conflict Clash number 10. Little small tournament that we threw together. It was a little bit last minute, so sorry to everybody who couldn't make it, but we got together 3 groups, 3 lobbies of 8 players each, and we are battling it out in 4 games today. So a little bit different rule set today. We're gonna have players after the 4 games by scores will get the rewards and will get the prize pool. So you can see it right here on the sheet. We have also a little bit of a different payout. Top 16 will be in the money. This is done to encourage people to stay playing. Top 8 will have the big money, with first place taking home 14 LV and so on. Here is our players, but we're gonna watch them in game right now and see how they're doing. Web3 Gaming right here has a little bit of a bad connection. Let's see if Tex is doing better. We are right now watching group number 3, and we tuned in a funny time because Tex is not playing any of his augments. So I guess he just sold a unit and didn't have time to bring it back. We have Tex in Web3 Gaming, David, Radu, Magnat, Thanatos, Badul, Sharp Ranger, and Ores playing in this group right here. And we're probably gonna stick with the group so it's not too confusing. We don't want to jump to another group, so we're gonna spectate them. And then for the next game, we're gonna spectate another group. The groups are gonna be mixed up, so you don't gonna play the same people all the time, but we're gonna try to watch someone else for the next round. All right, what are we playing here? Okay, Tex is using his augments. He got the Enchanter, spatula here, which is interesting. Does he have another Enchanter, or was he just playing for the late game? He has Mystic already with the Apon and the Ranger, plus another Raider, which is huge. Then we got 2 Fighters, some Bulwarks, I think 3 Bulwarks, 2 Empaths, 3 Empaths actually, 3 Empaths, 3 Bulwarks, 2 Mystic, 2 Fighter. Interesting build, not very meta, but it seems to be working out. He is able to out-sustain the enemy damage right here, who is playing Bulwark Scions. Other Raider 1 of the meta units right now, just providing the healing you need to outlast those Bulwarks. And then his damage dealers dying last, being focused last, is the key to his positioning, and he did that very well. Being able to take down his enemy right here. After a 7-game win streak, Texan seems to be recovering. All the best of luck to him. Let's see who else we can spectate in here. Let's go over to Sharp Ranger from Phantom, currently sitting in first place. Let's see how he's doing. Not too bad. Found his Furiox straight up with 2 shop rerolls. That is crazy. Swaps out his Flish, stage 3, which is a little bit sad to see him go. You usually get married to those stage 3 units, even if they're tier 0. You don't want to sell them at all. But in this case, it's probably a good decision. He has 2 Scions, 3 Templars with the Ranger, the Fur Knight, and the Ray. Bulwark Fighters. Missing 1 Bulwark, so at level 8 he's probably gonna get in another Bulwark. This is looking decent. I wonder if the stage 3 Flish might do more damage than the Tatapy. But he does have a Goliath, right? So maybe the Granite is just outperforming the rest. It is looking tough here. It is definitely looking tough. The Lynx, I'm not so sure if it's the best decision right now in his team. Maybe a Flish would have been better. Seems like he has all the health in the world, so he's playing against his guildmate Ores right here, and it's gonna be a tough one. Ores is not able to take down Sharp Ranger. Tutsuki. No idea. Didn't I give it to them? was wearing when I came down. Maybe the board shorts? Today was my first time driving a tuk-tuk. Super fun. Very similar to a bike with the gears, with the clutch being on the left handle. Oh no, we have another lever. That is rough. Another player had to leave. So now we're gonna have one bot in the tournament, which there is worse things, right? But that's the problem. That's why we try to incentivize the top 16, just to make sure there's nobody leaving. People got way too loud, eh? Sorry for that. Let's actually turn down the music. Because usually we have in-game music, which should be enough. There we go. Alright, alright, alright. Sharp Range is doing great. Let's watch Thanatos, who has, I think, the 3rd place in the overall Illuvium leaderboard right now. So he has a really good seat in this tournament. He wasn't thrown in with the other leaders of the leaderboard, like Hollow and Slicks. So we tried to separate all those top players from the official leaderboard into different groups, just to make it more interesting, make it more fair. Okay, his stream isn't loading. Let's check back with Texan. He's down to 9 health. David Radu got knocked out last round. This is a tough competition that we have right here. Texan was able to find the right plants. Doesn't have Berserker online though. He's now gonna try to... Oh, that's Phantom, not Enchanter. Alright, so he picked Phantom early on. Maybe there was a misclick, maybe there was a disconnect or something involved. Because that is unusual. Phantom is very hard to get. You need a ramp fight for that, tier 5 stage 2, or a Monarch tier 3 stage 3. Enemy rogues, stage 3 rogues, are gonna shrek through that backline, and it seems like that's gonna be it for Texan. Thanatos is gonna take him out in dominating fashion with his mud, 3 mud right here. All the monkeys stage 3, plus a Chukundi, so Wildfire also activated. So Thanatos definitely a big contester for the 1st place right here. I hope his stream is loading. Not really. Let's see what's up with Badul. Also not loading. How about Ores right here?
Maybe I got
yes sir, Ores got it. And Ores is looking good, currently in 3rd position.
Clutch Bitcoin like it's my precious from Lord of the Rings. I'm going to sell it because I need shelter. I need things. I need, you know, heat, and I need medication and all this stuff.
All right, there's some background music going on. I wasn't sure what's happening. Ores watching a podcast on the side, I guess. He's playing 7 Earth, 2 Granite, but all the mud units were taken away from him. So that's the problem. Like, the 7 Earth mud team is very, very strong, very dominating. The problem is, if you get countered, if you get contested by someone else, in this case Thanatos, who got all the mud units, all the stage 3 monkeys, then you're gonna have a very rough time. Really cool that Ores still manages to be rank 3 right here, right now, and he is even beating Sharp Ranger. So he's not doing that bad, even though he didn't find all the core units to his team. Let's see if he can find a workaround for his team. I don't think he's going to get anything stage 3 from the small units, but maybe he's going to get something big later on. We already got 4 people knocked out. Magnat, 5th place, Badul, 6th place, Texan, 7th, and David Radu in 8th. So the top 4 are locked in for group number 3, with Thanatos, Sharp Ranger, Ores, Web3 securing some points for themselves. Well, every spot gets a point, right? Last spot is 1 point, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and first place gets 8 points for the overall leaderboard. We're going to have 4 games, and after the 4 games, we're going to see where everybody is standing in the rankings and going to see who will take it home, who will get the first place, and who will be in the top 16 in the money, being able to cash out, making some money playing Illuvium. We will reshuffle lobbies after every game. Which will take a little bit longer, right? That's the problem with this system. We want to make it fair, so we're going to reshuffle lobbies. You're not stuck with the same people. But that also means that we're going to have to wait till all groups are finished so we can reshuffle them and do it again. All right, let's switch over to someone with some background noise. We got Texan. No. We got Sharp Ranger right here. Great stream quality. And he's going up against Web3 Gaming, and he is playing the old team. Web3 right here is playing the classic 5-fighter, Frost, Triple Frost, Vanguard right here. And since this is not really meta anymore, he was able to get all his stage 3 units. Most namely the Slashin and the Malura, which the double Vanguard with the Triple Frost is just insane. I don't see his synergies right now, so I don't know if the Ranger was able to get the stage 2 weapon and unlock the third Frost synergy, but I do think so. Oh my, look at that. What? Sheesh, Sharp Ranger got stomped right here from Web 3. And now Thanatos and Web 3 in the top. Ores and Sharp Ranger in the bottom. Both of them couldn't really find their core units, couldn't find their stage 3 units, which is so much needed if you want to make top 1, top 2. Sharp Ranger here able to find the stage 3 links, which is usually not really a win condition. It is pretty strong, but it's not gonna make the difference when you're going for the win. There is some links that can be really strong, but usually it's a very strong unit, but it's not gonna be like game changing for you. Let's check back if Thanatos stream is working. I don't think so. Nope. All right, let's stay with Sharp Ranger until he gets knocked out. He has a great string quality. All right. Sharp Ranger versus Ores. They're gonna battle it out for the third place, which means Sharp Ranger right here is pushing to level 9. He's gonna make sure that he uses all his money up right now. And he's gonna get another sign unit in here with the Synalf. Let's see if that works out for him. He has still 23 gold left, so you usually want to use that up. But before you do that, you want to make sure your positioning is right, your team composition is right. Sometimes I end up rolling too long and then I have no time for repositioning, which is the most important thing in the game. We still have a tier 0 stage 2 unit in here, so not ideal on that end. Also, his Titanor or his Goliath is not on the outside, which means the invulnerable buff from Granite is not really utilized. Big stun though from the Grokko, so definitely well played. And now Goliath has a little bit of an easier time to survive, because usually if you make him the main tank, the only tank, it's gonna get taken down so fast after the Granite buff is gone. One more cast here from the Synapse, not gonna do it. Ores has the Templar Forest right here. So I think Ores is playing 4 Templar right now, which is a crazy setup. And let's see what he will do after he knocks out Sharp Ranger right here in 4th position. Yeah, he does have 4 Templar, which has been nerfed a little bit in the last patch, but is still pretty good. Still a very decent synergy to build. Four Empath, 4 Templar, 2 Rogues, 2 Fighter, 1 Bulwark. Never seen this composition exactly like that with 7 Earth, which is crazy, right? He got contested on 7 Earth and, well, mainly got contested on the Mud. And then he transitioned into this build, into 4 Templar, which seems to be working out pretty good. He's running out of time here with the reposition. Gets it together last second, but it's going to be tough here in the backline versus those 2 Vanguards. One of them is going to be on the Forest. Forest is having a good time here, tanking, running away, but now they're into the backline. Extra attack speed, extra attack range and attack speed for the slash-in means this guy is just standing there like an auto turret, killing everything. Malura gets a clutch second cast out, which makes things harder for Ores right here. And I think that's going to be 17 damage, most likely. 5 units alive that late into the game. Yes, Ores out in 3rd place. And now it's Web3 Gaming and Thanatos right here. I'm going to send Thanatos a quick message to let him know. Wait, what happened here? Okay, let's check over with the other players, see how they're doing. Well, actually, it's 1 time right now, and it's an interesting variation. You would assume that later the Octius comes in, or the Furiox once those are ready, and replaces the Chokul to play the classic 5 Bulwark, 2 Empath, and 2 Scion team, which has been very, very successful, and I think is the meta team right now. Actually, I'm watching Slicks versus Sota. Sota is just standing on his side. Right, so we got Goliath in the front line. And then backline is not looking too bad. Enemy Gorilla though on the Synarch, which is a bit scary. One more cast. And then backline is not looking too bad. Enemy Gorilla though on the Synarch, which is a bit scary. One more cast to kill the Synarch. Nope, didn't finish off the Synarch. The Goliath stun did though. So those mud units playing has been the 2nd meta composition. Have Scion. People have been playing a lot of 7 Earth, trying to contested. It's gonna be a tough matchup. I kept forgetting we are in a different lobby right here. We are watching the end of the first game of group number 1. We got Nefer, Sota, all nerds right here. FRK, Slicks, Michael, Draknian, and Alcy Toybarn. Nefer is doing great in this lobby. Let's see it. He is playing the classic 5 bulwark, but with 3 Templars, 2 Empaths, and 2 Fighters. So instead of the Scions, he opted in to play the Fighters, brings in a Fur Knight to get the Templar. His Ranger is also Templar, which has been a favorite weapon in the last few days, weeks. Ever since the Frost weapon got too contested to play it, people started using the Templar weapon and have realized, man, that Ranger is really tanky with the Templar and provides a lot of utility as well. Nefi here playing on the G-Shock battle board. And he's looking good. He doesn't have enough healing. So maybe the enemy is able to out-sustain. But maybe he has some life steal augments and stuff like this, because it seems like nothing is dying. Nefer finally able to get through the front line, get through to Alcy Toybarn's backline, and knocking him out in 7th place. Draknian goes out in 8th. And there we have also Michael getting knocked out in 6th place. So 3 people falling in this round. And everybody else is looking pretty poor on their health points, except for Nefer. I have not seen that on the ladder. Well, I have seen it, but not that successful, right? 5 bulwarks is the most dominant, the most played composition at the moment. But I haven't seen it succeed very much with Fighters and Templars. That has always looked like the worst strategy. The thing is, everybody's playing right now Scion Empath bulwarks. So everybody's contesting those Octiuses and those Furies. So maybe just the safer strategy right now is go for the uncontested Fighters. And also you're gonna take those Fighters, those Frost units and all that away from the classic Fighter players still. Because there's still some players, as we saw earlier, that play Frost and Fighters. So that might be pretty good for you either way. Nefer sitting comfortably at 60 gold as well. Decides to roll down a little bit, trying to find some of his core units, which would be Behemoth with... Okay, this is the M build he's going for. I forgot about this. He's now rolling down to find the Singe, not a Seer, and the Chokul to get double Behemoth, which would absolutely be game-winning with his already very strong board setup. That would just seal the deal for him. He needs a bunch more units. He's also looking for the Blaze Knight just in case. Unlocking that Wildfire is always good. And he's still looking for that 2 more Scarabocks to find the Goliath. All right, everybody's hyperactive. Everybody's doing well. Enemy is pretty sustainable too, but they don't have much damage right here on the side of FRK. There's a little bit the damage missing. He just has sustain, and also his main tank with the big legendary augment goes down last and should have maybe been positioned a little bit different. FRK is going down in 4th position though. Well played. And now we are getting into the top 3. Slicks is fighting for his life here versus Nefer with 18 health and the classic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Bulwark, 2 Empath, and 1 Scion still sitting. Wait, there's a unit missing, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, never mind. Is that me lagging or him? Oh, I think that's me lagging. I think that's a me lag. I think that's a me lag. Hope we're able to reconnect. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Still a bit of a sketchy internet at the moment, but it's all good. We're back in action, and we're seeing right here that Nefer is gonna take out Slicks, I think. It's gonna be a tough one though. Goliath here still full health. Big heal still coming through for Adorado. But the Fur Knight will go down here, which is a big kill for Nefer. And now the Chokehold is in the backline. Is trying to take down Octius, but it's gonna be too little too late. The overtime is gonna close it out for Nefer. Slicks able to hold on to his life. Hold on to his 18 HP and Nefer and stops Nefer's win streak right here. Going with the Void Cleaver, interesting choice. Probably gonna put that on the Fern. And now rolling down all his gold. He's just missing 2 more Mules and 1 more Flare. You can still sell an Adorado. Or an Auto right here. We also have the legendary. Oh, there is a PvE round. Never mind, no stress. So he's very close to his win conditions, which would be Blaze Knight, Chokehold, and the... I always keep forgetting. Is it Cinch or Seer stage 3? Did we find them? Okay. German Salt. Alright. I'm pressing both of my thumbs for Nefer right here. I just want to see that big behemoths enter the field. There is the Cinch. Or Seer. Needs 1 more Mule. There it is. GG's. Good luck. And he just misses 1 Fern right here, which will come sooner or later. But with the 2 behemoths, I think there is nothing standing in his way. I don't see All Nerds right here or Slicks being able to beat him. This just sounds like the perfect setup. And he's just so much ahead of everybody else. Really did a good job utilizing his early leads, his early money. There comes the Vermilia with Templar. So we see Allnerd right here playing for Templar, I believe, as well. Allnerd on a win streak. You can see it on the big drone. And the behemoths are not doing what they should be doing. One-shotting everything. Slowly but surely, Chokehold finally got through the first guy. And the Seer is just spinning in the middle. We don't see the damage, but Seer did enough. And they're just so tanky to go with it, right? A 5 Bulwark Seer with some Empaths in the back, plus Behemoth activated. You don't want to face that. It's just not fair. Slicks got knocked out, I guess, by Nefer's Spirit Army right here. You can't find it anyway anymore. Gonna roll for it anyway, but that's gonna be it for group number 1 as well. I will put my hand in the fire and say Nefer will take it, which means first and second place goes to Phantom. Look at that. Cuckoo. He's all blue. Yeah. Again. Should we not touch him? I wanted to show you guys the puppies, but they got scared when I came like the Grinch to take them away. Yep, that's gonna be it. Nefer takes it home right here. GG's, well played. Well utilized early lead here from Nefer. All right, we're gonna do the groups for game number 2. Then we're gonna be right back with the second game. We're gonna have a total of 4 games. So don't go anywhere, and we'll see you in a minute. GG's.
Come with me,
Illuvium was always more than a dream.
and you'll be
It was our calling.
in a world of pure imagination.
If only they knew the truth.
We'll begin
Scans indicate a dead planet.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Find me, child,
Activate scouting vessel.
and show our people who you truly are.
She won't decide our fate.
Forgot to charge again, huh? He only just landed.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
All we do is blindly follow orders. I need to know how this ends.
Enter a universe of games. Mine and harvest resources that power your journey. customize your unique ranger. Explore vast regions. Discover countless mysteries, rich lore, and complete your missions. Join the hunt for rare creatures. Gather vital resources to repair your ship and ensure your survival. Capture over 200 unique Illuvials. Craft weapons and armor, fuse your units, and build an unstoppable team. Enter the arena. Challenge fellow Rangers in epic battles. Prove yourself in Gauntlet, an 8-player battle royale. Climb the ranks and claim your glory. 3 games, 1 universe. This is Illuvium.
Rangers, the G-Shock Illuvitar collection is here. This epic collaboration brings 108 Illuvitars ready to find their place inside your album. With every G-Shock disc that you open bringing you closer to unlocking exclusive rewards. With this partnership, we merge the digital and physical world. Get your in-game cosmetics and a limited edition Illuvium branded G-Shock watch. Get ready, Rangers. Sale starts December 9th.
Come with me,
Illuvium was always more than a dream.
and you'll be
It was our calling.
in a world of pure imagination.
If only they knew the truth.
Begin
Scans indicate a dead planet.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Find me, child,
Activate scouting vessel.
and show our people who you truly are.
She won't decide our fate.
Forgot to charge again, huh? He only just landed.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
All we do is blindly follow orders. I need to know how this ends.
Enter a universe of games. Mine and harvest resources that power your journey. Customize your unique ranger. Explore vast regions. Discover countless mysteries, rich lore, and complete your missions. Join the hunt for rare creatures. Gather vital resources to repair your ship and ensure your survival. Capture over 200 unique Illuvials. Craft weapons and armor, fuse your units, and build an unstoppable team. Enter the arena. Challenge fellow Rangers in epic battles. Prove yourself in Gauntlet, an 8-player battle royale. Climb the ranks and claim your glory. 3 games, 1 universe. This is Illuvium.
Rangers, the G-Shock Illuvitar collection is here. This epic collaboration brings 108 Illuvitars ready to find their place inside your album. With every G-Shock disc that you open bringing you closer to unlocking exclusive rewards. With this partnership, we merge the digital.
Boo, I'm back. All right, we figured out the groups for game number 2. And we're gonna start in a few minutes. Play some music until we do. Maybe we can check out the tournament sheet. See how we're looking. See how we're looking today. So it's all mixed up a little bit because, yeah, we just did the new groups. But basically the winners of last game were Web3 Gaming, Psycho from Hype, Nefer. Yeah, those are the 3 winners. Second place is All Nerd, Paradox, and Thanatos. Then we have Auras, Fox Spirit, and Slicks in 3rd place. And 4th, we got FRK, Hollow, and Sharp Ranger. Phantom doing good this tournament. Love to see it. Love my guildies succeeding. It's a Phantom era, guys. If you didn't know, now you know. If you're looking for a guild in Illuvium, join Phantom. Best guild on the planet. And it seems like slowly but surely we're starting to dominate the competitive scene in Illuvium. Oh, you see a bit of the chat here. A little bit of the chat leaked, but yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of a different bracket seating for round number 3 and number 4, just so it stays fair and people are not stuck with the same good players. We do it like this, a bit too big. The end boss, the final boss, the spreadsheet is back. I hope I don't forget to put it away. Well, here's the full chat leak, never mind me. Good luck, everyone. I think they're starting it up right now. Let's see it. There we go, we are in game already. Who should we spectate? Wait. Who should we spectate? Who didn't we see last time? I would like to see Hollow. I know he has been one of the best performing players on the leaderboard, so let's watch his group. Let's make sure all of them are streaming. Sota, Paradox. I'll see these streams. Exclamation mark. All right. All right. We have good quality right here on Holo stream as well. You love to see it. Let's see what Maestro Holo does, because he has been dominating the leaderboards. That's been nice to see. Look at that. Look how fast of a player he is. This guy has played hundreds of games since the season has started. I think, what is it, 2.5 weeks ago? Or 3.5 weeks ago? A few weeks ago, we started the competitive season in Illuvium. Now the leaderboard matters. You get weekly rewards for your placement on the leaderboard. And this guy has been in the top 3 week after week. Been grinding his ass off, and you love to see it. You just love to see it. What is he going for? For the Omnisource. Okay, I never played that. I guess I should give it a try one of these days. I thought it wasn't that good, but it seems like he's going for fighters, and he goes for early dominance right here. He's also going for Earth, right? He got a Lynx, which is the most used early game and the strongest early game unit you can find. Does true damage. Usually you see it up till the mid-late game. And if someone opens the damage charge, you will definitely see that this Lynx is outperforming everyone else. Wait, let me talk to Erica real quick about seeding. Wouldn't it be best to do snake draft 3rd and 4th? Because I was just saying, because how we did it right now, we pair the top 4 with the bottom 4. But in this example right here, for example, Fox Spirit and Holo, they're always going to go top 4. So this means you're kind of stuck with the same people, right? They're going to always be in the same group if we keep doing this. So now I thought 3rd game could be random brackets, so everybody gets mixed up again. And then 4th game, we have a snake draft where the best gets matched with the worst. But we could actually do snake draft 3rd and 4th game. And the first game was seeded by tournament standpoints, so we had the top 8 for the leaderboard standing. So we had the top 8 from the leaderboards, and we tried to place them not with each other. Fox Spirit was a late shower though, so that was, I guess, a little bit unlucky for Holo. He was advocating though to let the late guys in, so you know, he's just there to have a better tournament, not to have personal gain, which I appreciate. I've also seen a lot in the recent discussions about levels in the Leviathan arena, where levels would give you a lot of extra stats. He has been advocating against them, speaking out against them, even though he has leveled all his Illuviums. So I really appreciate Holo always being there for Illuvium, for the DAO, wanting the best for the game, not the best for his bags, which is nice to see. And it looks like he might be going for 7 Earth, 4 Mud, which has been such a dominating composition if you're able to unlock it. Sorry, my music is probably again too loud. I've not been really good on the DJ pull today. Let's see it. He has 20 gold as well. There's a bunch of tier 0s in the backhand. And he has 5 Earth activated already. 7 Earth is going to be a maximum, at which point you're getting reflective damage. Oh, this is perfect positioning. Really well done. And as you can see, like, these units are getting no damage. The big damage will come through, but the small auto attacks, all this grid and resolve, this flat damage reduction that Earth provides, it's really hard to get through that, especially in the early game. This is just so much damage that Earth is denying here from the enemy. And I see Holo going on a big win streak this game. He placed, what was it, 3rd last game? So I can definitely see him dominate this lobby already. He's the only guy left with an attack, with a win streak, which is huge. Let me play a bit music in the back. Oh no, did he have a disconnect? Shite. Was it me or him? I hope it was me. Oh, that's too bad. Alright, let's swap over to Fox Spirit, I guess. Well, the good thing for Holo is he's on a win streak and he has a solid team on the board. So even if he has a little 1-2 game, 1-2 round disconnect right here, I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Surfer Dude, welcome to the stream, welcome to the tournament. Just to get you up to speed, this is a 4-game tournament. It's kind of an arcadey, quick tournament. I wanted to make a quick one today, not our 7-8 hours that we have usual. But today we're gonna watch 4 games. They're all gonna be live and it's all gonna be in 3 different groups. And whoever has the most points at the end of those 4 games will win the tournament. So the goal here is to make more players play more rounds, still have the same amount of games live on stream, and have less time, like take less time away from all our contestants. We had a little bit of a delay, 30 minutes. People have been freaking out about it, which was so surprising to me because they're already saving 3 hours right now on the quick tournament format. So it was crazy to me that they were going nuts over a 30-minute delay. We're obviously sorry that it was delayed, but that's just how it is in this early stage of the game. We don't have a working tournament page yet. We had to do check-ins manually. We had to do bracket seedings manually. And then we had some late showers. So we filled up the lobbies to not have bots. And all in all, I think it was the right decision. And I'm happy we did it and not have too many bots playing. We had 1 leaver, so we have 1 bot in the game right now. Other than that, we are all real players. One of the best, some of the best, if not, to be honest, the best players in Illuvium right now are competing right here. If we go by leaderboard, it's Fox Spirit, Slicks, Hollow, Web3, all of them in the top 5, and then Thanatos also top 5, I believe. So it seems like we have the top 8 from the leaderboard in Illuvium actually in this tournament, and this is really gonna show us a lot how good these players are and how good they can perform when they have to in those tournaments. Let's go corner compositions. Surfer Dude loves it. Some people hate it. I'm not sure what I think about it. I think it's pretty balanced at the moment. I don't know. Like there's ways to deal with corner compositions. You have all these abilities, AoE abilities that target them, like the Titaner stun, the Fernite stun, the Gnarl, Root, and so on. And yeah, we have seen, like in the last game, we already seen fighters win against corner compositions. So it's not all about that. Also, you got the Gorilla, right? The 4-Mud Gorilla, which just one-shots units in the corner composition. So it feels like we have a bunch of tools that can work against the corner composition, and it's not that dominant anymore as it used to be. But we'll see as the tournament progresses how it's gonna go down. Was Holo able to reconnect? Ow. Dude, I cut myself so deep the other day. I was scared it was gonna get infected. I had to take 1 day off surfing, but now we're back shredding. I had some great waves today. I also felt a bit sick, but now that's gone as well. And we're enjoying our last few days in Sri Lanka before we go to India. Next month I'm gonna be in India, and then in June I'm back in Austria, back in Europe, and I'm so excited for it. I'm gonna have good internet, a proper time zone to host tournaments, good also for the US again. And yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be dope. All right, is Holo back? Holo actually lost a round by now. He is back. I wonder if he lost a round because of the disconnect or if somebody just took him down. I really want to know who it was. It wasn't Fox Spirit because he's fighting him now. Little reposition here, bringing the links into safety. Well played, well done there. Monkey is sitting in the back, which is kind of wasted. Nobody's gonna get to the monkey until everybody else is gone. So the monkey should have been over here or over here where it actually can hit some units. It doesn't matter too much. It seems like Holo right here is dominating Fox Spirit in this round. Doing a lot of damage with all of his units. Everybody's going hyperactive as well, and the link's in there, providing that true damage, providing that extra burst that he needs. Looking good. Too bad he lost his last round, but Holo definitely looking good. I hope he can get his mud units, his 7 Earth. He's not fully locked in yet, right? He still has all the gold to roll down. He still can go for anything, right? He can still go into 5 Bulwarks, Empath, Scions. He doesn't have to play the 7 Earth mud right now. It depends a lot on what other people go for, and if he's highly contested, that's not a good, that's why he's checking so much, right? He's seeing nobody's really going for it. There's not a lot of stage 2 earth units yet from the other players. They'll reposition here away from the enemy Lynxes last second. That's gonna help him a lot. Maybe even kill the Kuroko before it's able to stun. Yes, sir. And now the Lynx actually goes over and assassinates the enemy Lynx. But then the second enemy Lynx helps him. But it's gonna be enough here, I think, for Holo to stay on his win streak. And I think we're gonna stay on Holo a little bit for this game. I really haven't watched him a lot in our past tournaments. And I was excited to see him play because he has been performing so well on the leaderboard that I wanted to get all his secrets out for you guys. And we're gonna try to do that and see how he plays it. Currently very solid, right? Found a solid early game angle with the 5 Earth, which is very strong in the early beginning with a Lynx in there. And now he was just banking up some money, getting up to 60, 70 gold. Now he's rolling a little bit, maybe to keep his win streak alive, getting to 3 wins, finding a bunch of Lynxes in here. Probably not gonna go for it, because you usually lose, if you don't go for the stage 3, you're gonna lose 2 gold by combining them, right? Because they cost 6 gold to get one stage 2, but you only get 5 gold left. You lose 1 gold. I think you get 5 gold left. You get 5 gold back. Oh, last second reposition on the Lynx didn't work out. We're gonna have a free kill here on the Gorilla, who actually swaps over to the Lynx. So yep, that is looking tough so far. Also the Doka going down early. Now the enemies are stuck on the Ranger though, and our Monkey right here has a good angle into everybody, doing AoE damage, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. It might be though. Ranger is tanking like a madman, and the Monk here is doing God's work over here with the Omni Vamp as well, healing a little bit with all the damage it does. One more cast from the TNT to secure it. And Holo goes into 3 wins into the PvE round, which you like to see if you're him. And I'm really curious when he's gonna go vertical into a composition, right? Right now he's keeping all his cards open. I would have gone for mitigation here if you actually want to go for Earth, right? That was interesting. I think he went, what did he go for? I think for the resistances. But Earth profits from extra mitigation a lot because you reflect damage that comes in through mitigation. But everybody plays it a little bit different. There's definitely not one way to do it and everything else is bad. Like there's definitely plays where you would not want to go for mitigation or angles. He's definitely the higher player, the higher rated player, so I'm not gonna try to find out his mistakes. I'm gonna try to find out what he does better than me, what he does better than the usual player. And we're gonna see. Surfer Dude was being sarcastic on, yeah, I thought so. I said Surfer Dude likes the corner composition. I don't think many people like them. I personally do. I think they're very satisfying to play yourself. And if I play against them, they're like a challenge. How can I somehow break them up, right? Usually it's more frustrating than a challenge, and I agree, but just the fun playing them myself outweighs the frustration I get playing against them, I think. And definitely there's more and more ways against it, and the Illuvium team is actively trying to find or to make it worse or make it more balanced in that regard. All right, we're rolling a little bit for everything. There's a TNT. He's gonna see if he finds those Earth units. He's on a good way to the Seaforus. Just needs 1 more actually. There is also 2 Monkeys. So he's probably gonna go all in, sell the Fury. Gonna find the Fury later. There's the Tatabi. Gonna sell the 3 cost units. All the higher cost units you're gonna find later, right? When you're rolling down, you want to look for something else. But first he looked for a little reposition, which was a smart move. And now he's probably gonna sell the Lura, get the Tatapi, and not roll down anymore. Gonna stay on 60 gold, gonna stay with his income. Gonna have a hard time here versus the corner positioning. He's not really getting through the front line yet. And yeah, especially in the mid game, versus those fighter setups, versus this Earth setup, it's really tough. Look at that. He can't even kill the Crunk. But he's finding his C4s, which leaves him with two options. Go deeper into the Earth composition, or transition out of it a little bit into something more like Bulwark and Scions, with C4s being one cornerstone of that. But it seems like he's going all into the mud. He's gonna go for 7 Earth, 4 mud. And he's very close, right? He needs one more monkey. There it is. That's the first mud. There's another gorilla. It's looking really, really good. Some Dokas. He needs one more Tatupi. There it is. I think he can stop rolling now on 50 gold. He's not too much in a stress, right? Not too much in a hurry. He's not super contested. He can play it slow. He can slow roll a little bit. As long as positioning works out, he has a good chance of winning this round. And he has a lot of health, so he doesn't really need to risk it. He can just sacrifice a little bit of his health and stay high in his economy, providing him enough money to keep rolling down that gold. Looking good there. Also, his units are going hyperactive. He's not going to win this, but he's going to take down a fair amount of units. 2 more maybe here, yep. Which means he's not going to take a lot of damage from this encounter here. He's maybe going to go down to 70. 73, I would guess. 78. See, that's super chill. He lost, what, 6 health only here? Because we're still so early, only round 14. 3 enemies only alive. So that helps him a lot. And now we got all the money in the world to keep rolling down, finding these mud units. At which point he doesn't insta-win the game, right? If he finds 4 mud units, he's in a very strong position to win the game, but he still has to play it well, find the right augments and all of that to actually close it out. He needs 1 more Apon, a bunch more Gorillas though. Gorilla seems to be highly contested. And Gorilla is one of the most important units in this 7 Earth, 4 mud composition, because it can one-shot the corner compositions. Because when it casts, it jumps to the lowest physical resistance enemy, even if he can't reach it. So if there is a Sin Elf with the lowest physical resistance tucked away in the corner, he will still do the damage from his jump, even if he cannot jump at it. But if you don't have it, you're going to have a hard time versus corner compositions. It's also going to be interesting to see what he pairs it with, because 7 Earth is the maximum of Earth units. So what else are you going to get? Many times we see a Forest giving you Bloom with the Lulura. That has been a favorite, it feels like. All right, finds another gorilla. Every single one of them is going to be very important at the moment. Actually, he sold one, right? He had one before. Still looking for 2 monkeys as well. He's keeping up his gold, he's keeping his levels low, so he still can roll down later on. Also, you can scout a little bit, see what other players are playing. And there's the foe already, going forward towards that Bloom setup later on, and for now just providing 2 fighters right there, a little bit of an attack speed buff. Here comes the reposition. Monk here is in the front line where it should be. The Apon. Monk here is in the back line. Being a little bit confused, finally finding the enemy ranger. Enemy here is playing 5 bulwarks, but yeah, it's probably enough. 5 bulwarks. Somewhat of a counter right here to the Earth setup. Maybe not. Should be alright actually. There we go. So I think what's gonna happen is gonna be a Forest for Bloom and then probably a Sin Elf for Invoker. I haven't seen many Sin Elves with the C4s in the 7 Earth setup, but I think that would be the best. What about the shield? Not gonna get the Bastion? Does he have stage 2 already? No, right? He's just waiting for the mud tier 5 mud weapon anyway for the ranger, so he's probably not even bothering to get something in the meantime. Just gonna stay with stage 1 until that happens. All right, we have watched him quite a bit. We're gonna come back to Hollow. I wanna keep watching his journey, but while we have a PvE round right here, let's swap over to Paradox, who is currently sitting in first place with this beautiful Crimson Waves battle board that I've seen not many times yet. And let's see what he's building actually. 3 Earth, 2 Fighter, 5 Fighters, 2 Fire, Templar, Rogue. So he's building the classic 5 Fighters. Is he going for Frost? Inferno, nope. They all kind of suck for his setup, I think. He went for the Thorns and Taunt, which will be good on any bulwarks. So yeah, interesting units here. All of them very much still gonna be replaced, but it looks like he's going for the classic 5 fighter build, which can work out again because it's not so highly contested as it used to be. All right, let's check back with Hollow, see which item he got, which legendary augment he was able to secure. Oof. Omnisource Presence, I think is the name. And it's stacking Omega Power plus, I think, Energy Penetration. So that is huge, because the fights usually last very long with 7 Earth. It's not like the fight is going to be over in 20 seconds, which means any stacking augment that gives you more and more power over time is going to be huge. He also has Weltrax right here with Omni Vamp, with some self-healing on the Monk here. Super good combination. Enemy stage 3 links here is a pain in the butt cheeks though, and not able to beat, who was it? Was it Sota? No, it was Michael, I think. It was Michael indeed. Yeah, the Rogue Links is one of the better ones, I think, that you can still pull out a lot of value in the late game. Bulwark usually falls off compared to the other Bulwarks. The Arcane Links is very good though, but not very reliable, right? If you miss the cast, it's useless. If you get a good cast in, it one-shots everything with the right augments. The Empath stage 3 links, not that good to be honest. Doesn't even really outperform a stage 3 Atipo, I would say, by far, by a lot. The Fighter falls off quite harshly in the late game as well, I think, but you can play it in the late game. It's just, they have a lot of raw strength because they don't have composite synergies, right? It's just an Earth Fighter. It's not like Bloom Behemoth or whatever. But the raw strength, I think, doesn't really quite cut it. It doesn't make up fully for all the composite strength that you lose. All right. You see all the units here in the backline in order to get those corner position units out of corner position. It didn't fully work out because his rogues were still jumping in there, so the corner position was still staying there, attacking the rogues. So also the rogues should have gone over here if you want to break up the corner positioning. Seems like it's gonna be enough though, which Psycho is not gonna like, because he's gonna be down to just a few health points on his last health. Same like Alseed Boyborn right here, down to 12. Paradox is doing so great at 84, beat another person. We got Sota in 3rd, Michael in 4th, Echo with Draknian, Michael, Draknian, Sota. Fox Spirit, bottom 4. You don't see that a lot, but usually has a lot of comeback potential. Let's see how he's doing. Clean bench, 19 gold. Has been forced to roll out quite a bit, but he was able to find his wildfire composition. The Chukundi with all the other guys. He's still on level 7, so yeah, he's doing alright with 3 wildfire, the Ranger, the Chukundi, and the Grunk. But he's definitely falling behind. Low economy, low health pool. We'll see how it works out for him. See how this round works out. I think Psycho is gonna he pushed all his money in, right? So he's trying to stay alive here, but it's not looking very good already. He was able to take... No, I was talking too early. Yeah, that's gonna be it for Psycho. Fox Spirit has too much sustain here with the Wildfire, with all the heals, the empaths, the nature, and a decent amount of damage with the double augmented Jukundi right here. GG Psycho, see you in the next round. We have 2 more games to go. Fox Spirit will take him down. All right, let me just fill up my water. I'll be right back. Hello, hello. Martinica. I'm so sure I'm saying this wrong. What up, what up? Hola, amigo. ¿Qué tal? Tudo bem? Look at that. A lot of things have happened for Holo right here. And I like how he just pushed for level 8. He didn't roll much more for the Gorilla and the Apon. He just realized, hey, if the Apon is happening, it's gonna happen later. If it's not happening, I can just go on with one of the Mud units. Get my Synalf with the Sephoros, go for Invoker, get the Foros in, get the Bloom, and just find all the other win conditions if 4 Mud doesn't happen. Naturally, I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna lose all my money rolling down for the last Mud units when I could go to level 8 and find all these other strong units that are gonna guarantee me a high position. Because it's not all about winning, right? Because if you, for example, if you need to win this game to win the tournament, sure, you're probably gonna go for 4 Mud. But in his case, he just needs, like, if you get, it doesn't matter too much if he's first or second. It's 1 point difference, right? He just needs a high positioning. So pushing for levels and overall board strength is the better call in this best of 4 tournament setup, where it's all about consistency. And if you consistently place in the top 3, that's better than going first and last. So yeah, you wanna not play too risky in today's tournament format and just play for solid board strength and solid top 4 positionings in all the 4 games. All right, let's look over to Paradox. Fell off quite harshly. He's now at 55 gold. Michael's still sitting at 47. But before we do that, we're gonna watch Fox Spirit versus Holo right here, because this could be the last round for Fox Spirit. He's fighting for his life. He's on 15 health, and it's all about dodging this Jukundi. He's gonna position his C4s hopefully away. Woo, that was last second. Well played. So now the Monkey is gonna be on the Jukundi. He baited the Monkey in with the Sinner. Then put the Monkey, like the Jukundi got baited into the Sinner, but then the Monkey defended the Sinner. Now, as soon as the Jukundi casted though, it lost aggro and the Monkey went away. So it didn't really work out in the end. All that matters though is the C4 is safe over there. And all that matters is that Holo has so much strength on the board with that Bloom, with that Forest, that it didn't even matter, right? I was fully focusing on this, and in the meantime, all the enemy units got obliterated. Fox Spirit knocked out in 6th place right here. Bottom 4. Sorry, I'm gonna do this think it makes sense to not always mix up top 4 and bottom 4. To not always keep top 4 and bottom 4 together. Because right now, it doesn't work. But if there's like Holo and Slicks in the same lobby, if we always keep the top 4 together, like the strong players always gonna stay together, which is gonna feel weird, no? If you're first place, you don't wanna have, you wanna get rid of that. Well, it doesn't matter. You're gonna get matched up with another good player. We're gonna try to figure out. We're probably gonna do a snake draft, which is usually the most fair. It's hard to say, right? Because we have a small sample size right here. We only have 4 games. If it was like 8 games, then the best format would actually be Swiss format. Because otherwise it's a little bit too snowbally for the winners. Because you win one game, you get matched versus weaker players, you have a good seed for the next game, so you can win the next game easier and so on, right? Where in the Swiss format, the winners are getting matched versus the winners. So actually the top 4 are getting matched versus the other top 4. Which then really shows, hey, are you a real top 4 or not? And I think Swiss makes the most sense if we had a bit of a bigger sample size. But because we only have a smaller prize pool and only decided to do 4 games because of that, it makes more sense to not give, if you go bottom 4, not give you an easy out and match you against other bottom 4s, right? You only have 4 games. You should be able to win against the top 4 that you're getting matched against to get out of your losing streak, basically. Holo lost here. Who was it to? I did not pay attention at all. Damage dealt, Goliath, most damage, which is usually not that good if you see that. Something went wrong here. Positioning looks decent against Draknian right here. Did put all the augments onto the Sinarf to provide the most burst damage through this corner composition. And I can't wait to see that first laser. A lot of Omega power on the Sinarf. Enemy Sinarf got stunned. Here comes the laser. Look at that damage. Oof. Oof, that took 3 units clean out. Enemy Sinarf though, targeting our Sinarf. I say our Sinarf, I'm very biased, ain't I? Targeting Holo Sinarf, but the Forest with one more Sea Forest cast. Oh my god, what a close match. The Forest though, with the Bloom. Here comes one more Sea Forest cast. Yay, yay. That was so close. It's definitely not over yet. We have the top 4 though. Draknian got knocked out. And with it, a lot of the units that Holo is looking for are gone, so he's rolling now. He found his Apon. How do we bring him in though? Probably the Doka has to go, right? Right? Or the Gorilla. I guess Gorilla is pretty useless. Doka at least gives you a fighter stack. Redo the augments. Back onto Forest. And back onto Sea Forest, right? Oh, he stays with Sinarf? Okay. Interesting. Quick reposition. Aye. Yo, Michael had a good chance here to snipe the Sinarf. Only the Verminio made it there. Forest 1-on-1 versus the Lynx. Is he winning? Oh, so close. 1-for-1. Damn. I don't think Holo is going to win here versus Michael. Holo has to hope that someone else takes down Michael, because it doesn't seem like he can do it himself. One more cast from the Sea Forest though is going to do a lot of damage. Gives him one more chance. Big stun from the Apon. Yep, not going to be it. Big Choton. Big Cho. Cool. Does anybody else confuse the stage 2 and stage 3 names a lot? I know it shouldn't happen anymore. I've been here long enough, but it still happens. Berserker is just not that good, even though you would get it. Inhibitor is so... doesn't give you really guaranteed value. Omnisource Surge, I mean, sure. Now you have 2 huge casters. Are you gonna put 2 Omnisource on the same guy? Are you gonna be that nasty? I'm really interested how he's gonna itemize here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Stacking Omega power. This one should go. Actually, this one with the Omega power should go on the Sinnoh, and then the lifesteal should go on the Forest. I'm sure he's gonna redo it. Top 4, 25, 20, 18, 5. Very close matchup. This round right here is gonna decide a lot. Trying to find some stage 3. He needs one more foe to win him probably the game. If he gets a Forest at this point, I think it's gonna be GG. There you go. Sheesh. That guy figured it all out. He kept his economy high and a Malura as well. God damn. That's 2 huge bloom units right there. That is pretty insane, isn't it? That Phosphorus is gonna go nuts. I can't wait to see it. Let's go. Still a Doka in there, which is insane to me, but you do you, brother. You do you. I want to see that Forest go crazy. I would have even liked to see 2 legendary augments on him. Like put that Omnisource from C4s over there. It doesn't matter though. Look at that damage. 1 cast, boom. Half-life gone. Madness. And the stacking Omega power really good on the C4s actually. Doing a lot of damage. We can see it right here. Phosphorus outperforming everybody else though. Huge. What a find. In the last round, in the round that mattered, he finds the Malura and the Phosphorus. Very well played. Sota goes out in 3rd. Michael goes out in 4th. We are in the 1-on-1. Paradox versus Holo, the 2 guys who have been leading in health points. Not sure what he's rolling here for. Probably the suits. Just get rid of your money in the last round. And now it's all about positioning. Paradox needing 2 more mules for the behemoths. So a close miss there. Yeah, now we see double legendary augment on the Phosphorus. Good call. Enemy units disappeared all of a sudden, which is kind of weird and kind of scary. There they are. They're back. There is no rogues in the enemy team, so all you gotta do is spread out your units so they don't get both stunned from the Goliath stun and from the Fernite stun. And everything else is gonna be alright. Stun hits just before Sinnoh started to cast. Pretty lucky there. Here comes the Whirlwind though. Double Fernite in the corners. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Forest went down. Double Whirlwind doing so much against those casters in the back line. Here come 2 more casts, preserving some HP and probably giving Holo another round. He's not going to take 25 damage here. It's going to be super close. Man, with lifesteal, C4s might have even been able to 1-on-5 this. Alright, I want to see double augments on the C4s, not on the Sinnoh. C4s is just more consistent. And I want to see that lifesteal on the C4s, or double stacking like Omnisource. Either double. Oh no. Just put 2 augments on C4s. I'm pretty sure about that. Like Sinnoh didn't provide enough value, I think. Can you? Yeah, now he's playing the corner game though, because now the Monkier is in the corner catching one of the Whirlwinds. So whoever sits here next to the Monkey is not gonna get stunned that much. Okay, good choice. Maybe this Fernite is not even gonna stun down here, but rather over there to the Malura. which will probably win him the round. If those guys are not getting interrupted from the cast, you're gonna have a good time back here. Here comes the first laser. Yes, that's it. That's GG. Phosphorus this time also not getting focused. Getting huge casts into a lot of units here. Well played. GG's by both of these players. Almost Paradox was able to take down Holo, which I didn't think he had a chance to do so, but then Holo was able to come back with good positioning in the last round. GG, well played. Let's see, are there any other players still playing? That was Group 2. Group 3 is out, I think. I think Group 1 is also out. We're gonna do the brackets, we're gonna do the seeding, then we're gonna be right back with game number 3. And then we have our last game, game number 4. See you in a minute.
Beyond Wave 3 is kicking off on November 21st, and a whole host of new features are coming with it. The album is getting a major overhaul and a fresh new look. And with Beyond Wave 3, you will be getting a new personal progression page that keeps track of your journey and which rewards you are close to unlocking. New stretch goals and rewards will also be introduced with Beyond Wave 3. With new community and personal stretch goals featuring emotes, battle boards, drone blasts, and exclusive Illuvatars, we will also be introducing a new reward system. Instead of relying on a number of disc spot, we will rely on a point system. Every standard disc will give you 1 point, every mega disc will give you 6 points, alpha standard discs will give 3 points, and alpha mega discs will give 27 points. This way you can see an updated point score with every disc that you open. We're also excited to introduce new leaderboards and rewards. The Set 1 leaderboard will see an increase in rewards, and we're also introducing a wave-specific leaderboard that will last the entire wave. Over 3 months of competition, players will be vying for a growing prize pool that will reward the top 250 participants by the end of the wave. As more ETH is spent, the prize pool will continue to grow, creating a substantial reward everyone will be excited to compete for. We will also be crowning a wave winner, who will receive a special, one-of-a-kind Illuvatar to commemorate their achievement. For full details, be sure to check out the blog post linked below. Wave 3 brings a ton of new changes to Illuvium Beyond. So get ready, Rangers. Wave 3 is kicking off on November 21st.
Len, Black Keel insists we set course for Illuvium.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Scans indicate a dead planet.
Activate scouting vessel.
Captain, if the control unit is lost, there's no going back. Please, relinquish the control unit.
But they'll never know how wrong they were.
If you don't follow orders, they won't
All
listen.
we do is blindly follow orders. When will we fulfill our duty?
Your duty is to Black Keel.
Cole knows something I don't. I need to know how this ends.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
Officer Herc, let me resolve this peacefully.
Enough. She won't decide our fate.
Do it now.
Commencing decompression.
I'll be back.
Airlock breached. Stasis initiated. Unexpected malfunction. Brace for emergency landing.
charge again, huh? How long? But he only just landed. Scan it again. Dead planet, huh? Cole was right.
The reconnaissance network isn't online yet, and Black Keel has cut all communication.
Starless void.
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
Retrieve her control unit and rebuild the Leviathan.
To get started playing in Illuvium, you first need to set up your IMX passport. Click on Account in the top right, create account, log in with your preferred email, enter the verification code sent to your email, and then select Yes. Then choose your name, and that's it. Your IMX passport is all set up. Once your account is set up, head on over to the Epic Store where you can then download the game. When the game has finished installing, launch the game and log in using your IMX passport. Choose your in-game name, and then you'll be taken through the tutorial. Here you'll be introduced to some of the lore and a bit about this mysterious new world. You will learn the mechanics of how to play in the overworld, as well as the basics of Arena, our auto-battler game. Once you have completed the tutorial, you can adventure into your first Stage 0 run in the overworld to start capturing Illuvials, building up your team, and gathering resources for gear upgrades and more. Or jump right into Survival, Ascendant, and Gauntlet to test your skills in the arena. If you want to get started playing Illuvium 0, our city builder game, you can download it for Mac and PC on Epic Games, or on mobile devices through the iOS and Android app stores. As you are playing all three of our games, Illuvium 0, Overworld, and Arena, you can also complete missions along the way that you can track on our website under your profile. Any missions that you complete will contribute towards your points for the current season and contribute to your overall ranking. At the end of each season, you will be able to collect rewards based on how many points you have earned. Starting on July 25th, over 180,000 ILV in rewards are up for grabs over the next 6 months. So what are you waiting for? Download Illuvium now and start playing today. Beyond Wave 3 is kicking off on November 21st, and a whole host of new features are coming with it. The album is getting a major overhaul and a fresh new look. And with Beyond Wave 3, you will be getting a new personal progression page that keeps track of your journey and which rewards you are close to unlocking. New stretch goals and rewards will also be introduced with Beyond Wave 3. With new community and personal stretch goals featuring emotes, battle boards, drone blasts, and exclusive Illuvatars, we will also be introducing a new reward system. Instead of relying on a number of disc spot, we will rely on a point system. Every standard disc will give you 1 point, every mega disc will give you 6 points, alpha standard discs will give 3 points, and alpha mega discs will give 27 points. This way you can see an updated point score with every disc that you open. We're also excited to introduce new leaderboards and rewards. The Set 1 leaderboard will see an increase in rewards, and we're also introducing a wave-specific leaderboard that will last the entire wave. Over 3 months of competition, players will be vying for a growing prize pool that will reward the top 250 participants by the end of the wave. As more ETH is spent, the prize pool will continue to grow, creating a substantial reward everyone will be excited to compete for. We will also be crowning a wave winner, who will receive a special, one-of-a-kind Illuvitar to commemorate their achievement. For full details, be sure to check out the blog post linked below. Wave 3 brings a ton of new changes to Illuvium Beyond. So get ready, Rangers. Wave 3 is kicking off on November 21st.
Len, Black Keel insists we set course for Illuvium.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Scans indicate a dead planet.
Activate scouting vessel.
Captain, if the control unit is lost, there's no going back. Please, relinquish the control unit.
But they'll never know how wrong they were.
If you don't follow orders, they won't
All
listen.
we do is blindly follow orders. When will we fulfill our duty?
Your duty is to Black Keel.
Cole knows something I don't. I need to know how this ends.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
Officer Herc, let me resolve this peacefully.
Enough. She won't decide our fate.
Do it now.
Commencing decompression.
I'll be back.
Airlock breached. Stasis initiated. Unexpected malfunction. Brace for emergency landing.
Forgot to charge again, huh? How long? But he only just landed. Scan it again. Dead planet, huh? Cole was right.
The reconnaissance network is not online yet, and Black Keel has cut all communication.
Starless void.
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
Retrieve her control unit and rebuild the Leviathan.
To get started playing in Illuvium, you first need to set up your IMX passport. click on Account in the top right, create account, log in with your preferred email, enter the verification code sent to your email, and then select Yes. Then choose your name, and that's it. Your IMX passport is all set up. Once your account is set up, head on over to the Epic Store where you can then download the game. When the game has finished installing, launch the game and log in using your IMX passport. Choose your in-game name, and then you'll be taken through the tutorial. Here you'll be introduced to some of the lore and a bit about this mysterious new world. You will learn the mechanics of how to play in the overworld, as well as the basics of Arena, our auto-battler game. Once you have completed the tutorial, you can adventure into your first Stage 0 run in the overworld to start capturing alluvials, building up your team, and gathering resources for gear upgrades and more. Or jump right into Survival, Ascendant, and Gauntlet to test your skills in the arena. If you want to get started playing Illuvium 0, our city builder game, you can download it for Mac and PC on Epic Games, or on mobile devices through the iOS and Android app stores. As you are playing all three of our games, Illuvium 0, Overworld, and Arena, you can also complete missions along the way that you can track on our website under your profile. Any missions that you complete will contribute towards your points for the current season and contribute to your overall ranking. At the end of each season, you will be able to collect rewards based on how many points you have earned. Starting on July 25th, over 180,000 ILV and rewards are up for grabs over the next 6 months. So what are you waiting for? Download Illuvium now and start playing today.
Hello, welcome back. So we're spectating right now group number 3, but I do want to spectate group number 1 in the end because there's Holo, Nephers, Leaks, Sharp Ranger, Texan. I want to see this group. Nothing against the other groups. There's great players here too. But group number 1 is not playing yet. So for now we're gonna watch group number 3 and then we're gonna swap over in just a little bit. And we're watching Thanatos right here with the worst stream quality I've seen in a long time. Yeah, I can't even see the units. That's not gonna work. I think David Radu has a disconnect, so we might have to redo here. Yeah, he lost to a PvE round. Well, they can figure it out. Let's see if Group 1 has started already. Okay, how are we looking up here? Right, maybe game 2 is working. Group 2. We're still in open beta, right, guys? So sometimes there's some problems. There we go. All right, we got a game. We got Ores, Sonat, Fox Spirit, Victor, Alnerd, Brew Crew, Virlian, I think that's the bot, Web3 Gaming, and Luca in here. Let's find the person with the best quality. Looks decent. Frames, oh my god. Right, they all have 7, 20, 30 frames, it seems like. Let's give some watch time to the people who haven't seen yet. Here is Luca from Atlas with a little bit of a fish eye view, it seems like. Able to get a win versus Sonat. Oris is still on a win streak, so let's watch him. Oof, versus Fox Spirit here. So close. Stays on the win streak. The good old Lynx. I just learned something from Holo. He was rolling for a mule and just saved his shop. Didn't even need to buy it. He blocked it with the shop. That's smart. I didn't see that. Nice catch, Almond. That is a good move. Never thought about that. Yeah, what's happening here? It's a bit laggy. All right, what are we playing? Double Lynxes with 1 Earth, 2 Empaths, and the Fire Doka. As long as your Lynxes are not getting focused, there's no chance you're losing, right? Look at that damage they're doing. It's insane. Tack, tack, tack. They're so strong. Right, this is game number 3 in the grand finals. Phantom Gauntlet Clash number 10. We have a total of 4 games, so after this game we have 1 more game to be played. And then we're gonna see who won the tournament, who got the most points. I hope it's not decided by a tiebreaker. Tiebreaker would be last game's performance, so the last game matters the most actually, just because it decides the tiebreaker. I'm gonna let the people know again, because sometimes people are a little bit mad if they lose the tiebreaker, and rightfully so, right? It sucks to have the same points but lose to another guy because of some arbitrary rule, but that's you got to decide it somehow, right? But that's just how it is. By the way, guys, I keep forgetting, but I want to shout out my moderator, my admin, the organizer in the back, Erica Gloom, who has been, I think, has been there for pretty much every single Phantom Gauntlet Clash, and has been doing God's work in the back, carrying the stream in the back end, doing all the organization, all the brackets and all of that stuff in the back with me. So big shout out to Erica. Always showing up, always keen to host some tournaments with me, and always doing an amazing job. I couldn't do it without her. And also my other Phantom moderators who are not here today. So yeah, big shout out to mainly Erica. And it has been crazy. We have been able to host tournaments as just 2 people, and it has been going very smooth. Obviously, there's always some hiccups with, mainly because we don't have a good tournament homepage yet. We still have to do check-in manually and all of that stuff. But this is something that should be solved very soon by Illuvidata, at which point our job is going to get so much easier if we don't have to do manual seeding, manual brackets, manual check-ins. Hey, but for the tools we have been given, I think we're doing a great job. And yeah, one more big shout out to Erica, doing such good job in the back end. I'm very fortunate to have this dedicated people in Phantom, in the guild. And if you're looking for a guild, we see it right here, PHTM Phantom. That's the guild, that's the place you want to be. You can find us in the description down below, or also in Illuvium under guilds, in the Illuvium Discord. We're listed on the guilds. Feel free to join us. Always a good time, always nice people trying to learn and get better at the game together. And we have been able to acquire quite a decent amount of competitive players. We got Ores right here, a long-term player. We got Allnerd right here, great player as well. We got Holo, one of the best in the leaderboard. We got Nefer, who has won tournaments. We got Siren, who has won tournaments. I'm forgetting one other person. Somebody won the other day as well. Anyway, we got really good competitive players and really good vibes in there. It's all about positivity and getting better at the game together. So yeah, if you want that, join us, join Phantom, and have fun together. And maybe I jinxed it, but Ores here losing with his 2 empaths, his tanks alive as the last units, which shouldn't happen, right? You want to somehow make sure your empaths take the damage before your Lynx takes the damage. And because the enemy Lynx was able to survive, Ores is being taken down right here. I do still want to check on the other group. I think they're having some problems here. Yeah, they're still trying to get into a game. Anywho, I guess we're gonna end up watching group number 2 right here. Damn, Web3 Gaming. All on the bottom right here. What happened? Is he playing the lose streak? Is he playing the maximum economy and come back later? Because usually he's also one of the top players, so usually you would see him not in last place. Seems like I can't spectate him though. We got a strong lobby in here anyway. We got Allnerd, we got Brew Crew, we got Ores, we got Foxberry, we got Web3. I don't know Sonat, but all of these players, top-notch players. So we're gonna see what ends up happening here. Fox Spirit team right here, he's going for the bulwarks 1, 2, 3, and he has already 3 scions as well. Interesting choice to have the ranger be a scion, even if you have 2 already, but the scion ranger does a decent amount of damage now. There would be a flame warden staff, so you could go for... Oh, there you go, that was the reason. Oh no, it's still 3 scions, but yeah, fair enough. That's a lot of damage here in the back line. And a lot of money in the bank, right? 60 gold. Just sacrificed 1 income from 70 down to 60 to secure his win right here. He doesn't want to lose any more health. He doesn't want to keep staying on this lose streak. So he pushed in another unit, hoping that will save him, and it looks like it will. GG's, well played. Fox Spirit stops his lose streak. And Go wins his first round, it seems. I gotta dance a little bit because my knees start to hurt from 3 hours of standing. I could also just sit down. Let's see, does this work? Oh, this does work. Whew. I need to chill a little bit. Right, what we got? Oh, he found the best bulwark weapon in the game at the moment, I think. Just of raw power, raw strength. This is my favorite one. Gives you Tsunami on stage 2, which pairs up well with the Flood. And it just does so much damage. I don't know why, but it just hits like a truck. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bulwarks plus 2 scions. Classic setup. All he's missing is 2 empaths as well to give even more sustain at level 8. And that's gonna be the meta setup that everyone is playing right now. Well, we have a PvE round right here. Let's look at some other players. Let's look at maybe Web3 Gaming was able to fix his stream. I was expecting this from a streamer, but it didn't work. Alnerd right here, sitting comfortably in first space, I think. First place. But the stream quality is awful. Let's quickly check what he's playing. Obviously, he's playing the Lynx. Then we got an early squeeze. A bunch of air units, 3 air, 4 air. The Ranger, yeah, 5 air with the Ranger. That's huge. He needs 1 more for the 6 air, which is a very strong threshold. Every time you dodge, you do true damage to the enemy. Oh lord, Alnerd here. If you compare it to Holo, you can really see that Alnerd has a little bit of a weaker setup. That's not just the stream quality, also like his in-game is just a little bit laggy, right? Which means if this guy is winning, it was double as hard as for other people because he has not the best setup and he cannot reposition units as fast as other people. Usually an auto battle, a strategy game, is not that important to be fast, clicky, but it still has a small role in this whole thing. Big win here versus the bot, which you would expect versus the bot, but they got better as well. Gets a rota, goes down to 59 though, so he decides to sell it again. Maybe it would have been good to sell the Apon instead. Here comes the 4th bulwark, Lynx goes out. 5th bulwark, 5 bulwark, 5 air. Interesting strategy right here. Oof, that is rough. All right, one day I hope Alnerd wins a huge tournament, and with the winnings of the tournament, he can reinvest it in the best computer he had in his life. Because I noticed, right? I've played half my life on lags, be it from my computer, be it from the internet. So I feel him right here. And the day I got fiber internet and this baby right here, a decent gaming laptop, was able to buy this. It was a blessed day, let me say that much. All right, this looks a little bit better. Fox Spirit, classic corner positioning, brought in a Fur Knight now. He's on level 7 and he's gonna save up to go for level 8 very fast. Because usually with this setup, you're looking for tier 5 units anyway, right? You're looking for those Squizzes, those Sinalf, maybe some tier 4 units with the app, and you're looking for Ador as your main healer. We have Web3 Gaming. Now we know why he's low on health, because he went for all those mud units, and that's maybe also why Alnerd is still holding on to the Apons, to deny it right here from the mud player, from the earth player. We got the earth emblem on Atipo, which is weird because you get 7 earths so easily. But yeah, he's not done rolling yet, and he's probably gonna fish for all of those mud units. Still on level 6. Yeah, right now he has... Wait, that's not Earth. Is it Earth? He wouldn't be able to give Earth to Malura. That's some other augment, I guess. Maybe it's Mud? It's so hard to see. It's not a classic one. I don't think Fox Spirit is going to be in trouble here. He has such a strong setup with the 5 bulwarks. I didn't even realize that Web3 has a Malura here already on level 6, on round 15, which is insane. But the enemy Ranger here is just gonna go bananas, and one more cast from the Tatapi TNT to take down Web3, which is a tough loss because he just put all his money into getting those big units right here, and it still wasn't enough. I wonder if he's gonna get a slash to get Vanguard. That is crazy. I'm still gonna expect a lot from Web3 coming later in the game. Here comes the Fur Knight. I don't think Alnerd has a chance here. Let's see how... Wow, he found a forest though. That is surprising. They came out of nowhere. Interesting positioning as well. Let's see how that turns out. So Fox Spirit wants to have all his backline away from the Forest. And the Forest will have to chew through through bulwarks right here. The enemy ranger is going to do a decent amount of damage as well. So we're going to see how that goes. But yeah, big squiz damage coming in. Squiz, one of the most solid tier 5 units in the early game. Just slap that on the board, similar to a Scarabog, it's going to provide value. Similar to a foe as well, similar to an Ador. To be honest, most tier 5 units have received good balance buffs and are not as useless as they used to be. I guess Rampy is kind of out of the game at the moment. It's not really worth going for Phantom and for Inferno, which is sad. One of my favorite compositions, which also counters Quana compositions, right? We do need a buff to Rampfire, which would help us counter the Quana compositions again, but it's a slippery slope, right? You buff it a bit too much, it's just one-shots every team. PvE round right here. Let's check out some other teams. Fox Spirit is doing great, Web3 Gaming, and Victor Allnerd. So I think those three will be in the top 4. Let's see who else is doing good. How is Auras over here? 5 Bulwark, 2 Empath. Very similar setup, just feels like he's a little bit behind everybody else. He did find a Lulura though, even though they're... Oh no, that's not his. Never mind. Yeah, since many people or most players are going for the same setup, the 5 Bulwarks, it's similar to what we had with Frost and Fighters. It's hard to find this stuff because it's so heavily contested. So then if you go like this, for example, who is that? Sonat right here going for a full air build, which we have seen a lot with 6 air, Tempest, Shock, Revenant. So he wants to get a Vermilion, the stage 3 Tibiruku, which doesn't seem like it's going to happen. And Enchanter as well with the Gazotep and the Kukuraf with Tempest and a Mammut. So you have this vertical team with the 6 air, then you have the 7 earth, then you have the classic Bulwark team with either Scions or Fighters, I guess, plus some Empaths. So that's like 4 teams, almost 3.5, let's say. What else you got? Maybe you have like a Empath Scion team, like a full traditional corner clump without the Bulwarks, which can still work decently well. 5 Bulwarks outperforms it though. I tried some 6 Scion teams, like just full damage, full Scion teams. Gets outperformed by the other stuff as well. We haven't seen a lot of full fire builds anymore. That was something from the last patches. But we are on the edge of a new patch, right? A huge patch is going to come very soon. So the balancing is obviously a little bit off because there's still a lot of features that will be implemented very soon. And right now, it's not the absolute priority of the team to get the balance perfect if there's features coming anyway that will mix up the balancing. So we'll just have to wait a little bit. Can Rebu here just out-sustain everybody with his lifesteal? Nope. Got taken down. Allnerd versus Ores, a duel as old as time itself. Let's see how that goes for them. Yeah, the Forest will just bring him into the top 4. No questions asked. He's also contesting some of the air units that Sonat is looking for, with the Chokul and the Verminio. So yeah, definitely nice strategy that we see from Allnerd. Just finding overall strong units plus contesting units that enemies need, like the monkey, the Apon right here for Mud, for Web3, and other things, right? I hope Web3 fixes his... Oh, I think it's fixed. Wait, let's finish this fight and then let's see how the muddies are doing. How the full earth is doing. Always exciting to watch, I think. That was also a reason why we watched Holo last game. Because I think it's so cool to see people go for all these stage 3 units and then finally hit it and then you see the power spike. Yeah, Forus here has a nice, easy life, just shooting his Omega, hitting 3-4 units in the process, gonna take down Oris right here. Slowly but surely. Damn, this guy has some sustain, doesn't he? Plays? Yes, nice. Playing in window mode, finds the mud weapon, and he's fully decked out. No more money left, 8 out of 8. Couldn't find any of his mud guys. Still sitting on 1 mud, which is crazy. Bunch of floods. Oh. And that's when you know you're playing against good players, right? Because players, they know how good mud is, and they know they just need to hold on to a few monkeys, hold on to a few Apons, and you're gonna screw this player up a lot. He found a Malura and a Gorilla, and he's still having a hard time. I say hard time, he has won 3 games in a row, so it's not that bad. I'm just looking at 0 gold, which is usually not that good, right? He still has won 3 games in a row, so it's not that bad. I'm just looking at 0 gold, which is usually not that good, right? So. Also, like I said earlier, all that matters is a high positioning. You don't have to go for the win. So just pushing your money onto the board, making sure you sustain health, and you get into the top 4 is often more important than managing a good economy, which gives you the ability to actually win games. But yeah, just as I said, it's looking rough. He has those units, but they don't really click together without the mud, without the C4s, right? He's missing his win conditions, which would either be mud or Invoker, as we saw with Holo, or something, right? The Malura without the slashing or without Bloom, it's not gonna, like a Forest would help him also so much. But all the forests are taken, and so on. Triple squiz right here. I feel like you have to take it at this point, no? You have 8 earth anyway, so you can sell your Atipo right here. He doesn't have the gold for it though. That's 15 gold you need for this, so it's far, far out of his budget. Which sucks, right? The game is kind of like taunting you. You're looking for that monkey tier 1 and you find 3 squizzes, like a fully done deal Octius. This is rough. This is painful. I think he's gonna lose that round as well. He's playing versus Luco right here, who has also not the best time. He's looking for that Arcalion. He's looking for 1 more TNT to get the C4s. But it feels like Luca is a little bit behind as well. So it's gonna be an interesting matchup here. I think Web3 Gaming is gonna win this. If his Malura gets into a nice position, and it does, oh my god. Malura is sitting in 8 units. So this is how Malura can actually carry if you get in the middle of a corner positioning. Oh, he got stunned or something out of his charm? Oh my lord, but here comes another one. Yeah, this Malura is a menace. You can't do anything against that. You need to have a tighter corner positioning. This is not supposed to happen. 1 more cast by the Malura. Finally he takes it down. Enemy TNT is still healthy. Here comes another Arcos heal though, and it seems like somehow Luca out-sustained 3 full Malura casts. Like, this is the best setup Web3 is ever gonna get. This is rough. I think he's gonna get knocked out next round. Well played by Luca. I didn't think he could do it. Well, I don't know. Well played is the right moment, because he kind of misplayed with letting the Malura into his corner positioning, but his team is just outperforming. Oh, I didn't see it, how much damage Malura did. Alright, let's find someone else. How's Rusty doing? Oh, he's out. Who else we got in here? Yeah, Foxberry is on a big win streak. Ever since Ever since he was just the first to find those 5 bulwarks with some decent scions, you go. That's the problem what we have right now, because one composition is so dominant, the 5 bulwarks. It's similar to the Fight of Frost earlier that was so dominant. Since everybody goes for it, it's very hard contested, it's a little bit of RNG. Either you find it, you win, you don't find it, you lose. And then you try to break out of it, go for Earth, and then you still contest it a little bit on the side and still lose. Alright, what are we looking for here? Oh, he's gonna get the Flood, the Gazier. Oh my god, there's a lot going on here. Needs one more Fern to the Blaze Knight, finds it, activates Wildfire, huge win condition. And then he needs one more Flood to find the Gazier, which is gonna seal the deal, I think. I think he's just gonna save his money now. The Flood is gonna come eventually. He's on 80 gold, right? On 80 health. So he can just chill now, stack up money again. And then push for level 9, bring in the Gazier and finish the game off. It's kind of surprising to see Fox Spirit roll down that much gold and that much health. I guess he just wants to secure his top position. We see most players here go more for top positioning instead of going for the win, which makes sense in this tournament format, so they're doing it right. But I think Fox Spirit is in a position where he could actually easily push for a win, but it might happen anyway. But just pushing for raw board strength, even if he gives up his economy, he can still easily win this. Especially here is a PvE round, so he can get back his economy right now if he doesn't throw it out of the window again. What's the Ranger? Is it the Empath Ranger? The Templar Ranger, I guess? Oh, he actually pushes for it, and what are you gonna do now? Oh, he puts the TNT out. That is so interesting. Okay, solo damage dealer is now the Bulwarks with reflecting damage, plus the Blaze Knight with Wildfire. And he has 4 Empaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is crazy. Rocco's still in, over a Scarabog, didn't find a Goliath yet, I guess. Just saving some gold, having a 0-cost unit in here helps you a lot. Like, he's saving 15 gold to have this instead of a Scarabog, right? And that 15 gold adds up to a lot in the long run. Let's see if Gazier can sustain versus the Gorilla damage. I don't think Gazier will have a problem here. Probably Gorilla jumps away. No, he stays on the Gazier. Oof, that's gonna take forever for you to get through. That's gonna be it. Fox Spirit takes down Web3 Gaming with ease, and I think Web3 Gaming, I don't see anyone stand in his way. He has the meta composition right here, and he crafted a beautiful version of it with Wildfire, like full sustain, fully playing around the Empaths and Bulwarks and getting the damage from your Wildfire. It's not the Scion version. It's the even nastier version with the 12,000 damage Blaze Knight. That's all the damage you need here. That outperforms all those Scion units. That's a better version of a Furiox right there. Yep, I think that's gonna be it. Let's see. Let's not jinx him too much and see if our other players maybe have something in the backhand. Maybe something that can turn it all around. What do we have here? We're looking for a Goliath. Nope, not close to any stage 3 unit. Like a Phosphorus, something like this could maybe turn something, but yeah. I don't think Alnerd has a chance of contesting for the win here. And then on Aura's team, we are looking for Behemoths, I guess. So he's missing 2 more flares to get a Behemoth. Couldn't find anything else. Everything else is quite far away, but he's still on 70 gold, right? So there's definitely 1, 2, 3 stage 3s hidden in that 70 gold. And he's able to take down Fox Spirit here. I didn't think this would happen, but what we got? We got Verdant, Earth, Fire, Nature, Bulwark, Templar, Empath, Fighter. Just this Phosphorus being a more consistent damage dealer, and he was able to take down the Blaze Knight, I guess. Just out-positioned in the end here by Oris. I don't think Oris should have been able to win this. He just outplayed Fox Spirit, I think, positioning-wise. With the Templars, also a lot of sustain. Verdant brings in a lot of sustain as well. The Verdant chip with the extra healing chips here as well. That is huge. That is so huge. All right, we have a series on our hands. We have a good showdown for the last 2 players here. We're gonna stick with Oris here and see how he's gonna utilize his 70 gold. I'm really curious how he's gonna play that. And maybe it's gonna end up happening what I said earlier, where Fox Spirit, you know, he pushed all his money out of the window. And now he's running out of steam. Where Oris right here is on 70 gold, so he has still all the options available to him. Alnerd versus Oris, Forest versus Forest here on the edge. Both of them don't want to die. Alnerd's Forest goes down in the end. Big stun by the Goliath, by the Scarabog. The Forest clinging on to its life. Will you not die? Right here with the Seer. Oh my god. That's just too nasty. That was so close. Well played, Alnerd. Would have happened anyway, I think. Nice third place though. Really well played. Especially because he didn't really find all those units. He was a little bit behind the others. Beltrux, huge legendary augment. The best fighter augment there is with attack speed and penetration. So that is a very scary force right now. We're gonna put him in double legendary augment, of course, giving him immune and shield every time he casts with this augment, and then so much damage on that one. Checking the damage, seeing who was the best performer. All right, I'm excited. I can't wait for this showdown. 85 gold right now, and now he's getting the PvE gold. Let's see if Oris has what it takes to use all that gold efficiently, not run out of time while he rolls down. Because he has 2 lives left, right? So you better want to spend all that money fast, because it's 125 gold right here. Okay, that's level 9. He could go straight to level 10, and he decides to do it. Guaranteed board strength over trying to roll down, getting stage 3 units. What you gonna do? We're gonna put in there 5 bulwarks, 4 empaths. Nasty. Well, you can argue if a roll down for some stage 3 units might have been more valuable, but the thing is, he didn't take any risk this approach. He just went for guaranteed board strength with level 10. And that is definitely worth something. And what would he have found anyway? Maybe a Seer. That's not gonna win you the game. Level 10 looks a little bit better. I have like 1 hour left, 1:15 hour. Test. Oh shit. Thanks for letting me know. How long was that? A few minutes? Hey, at least you had the audio. At least you had the visual. That's the least fuck up if just the audio is right gone. Okay, what was I saying? Fox Spirit well played, Oris well played. That was a cool finals. I think, was it that long ago? I think a big problem was that Oris did let Fox Spirit have the behemoths. He should have, instead of going for level 10, he should have rolled down for the Seers, for the Flares, for the Mjols, and tried to deny the behemoths from Fox Spirit. Once Fox Spirit hit both of the behemoth units with Seer and Jotun, it was pretty much GG. And now we're watching group number 1 right here, which is a crazy matchup as well. And it comes down to Nefer versus Psycho, I think. And Psycho only needs one more ranger weapon to get 4 mud, at which point he has one of the strongest teams in the game. He has it all, basically. He has Invoker, Scion, Rogue, Fighter, Bloom, 4 mud, 7 Earth. Like, I don't see Psycho lose here. I'm curious if Slicks is gonna get knocked out in this round. He took some big hits the last 2 matches we watched him. He's gonna get knocked out, but he's gonna stay in 3rd place, so good for him. And now we are in the final moments of the 3rd game. We're only gonna have one more game after this one, and it's gonna be Psycho versus Nefer here in the 3rd game. Nefer has won both of his first 2 games, by the way. Nefer is trying to make the impossible happen twice, and he's trying to get, again, all wins and win a tournament by winning every single round of the tournament. Has never been done before, and he's on a good way to do it again, but it's gonna be tough. He's gonna have to beat Psycho right here, who is just a Psycho in this game. Once he finds that mud weapon, which he's very much looking for, he's gonna have such a crazy team. Let's see what Nefer has. Let's see if Nefer has anything to work against that. Thank you guys for letting me know my mic was muted, and sorry for the 10 minutes of silence. Still, I'm happy you had the visuals. Could have been way worse. Could have been way worse. Okay, what we got here on Nefer's side. What are we looking for? We're also down. Basically, both of the players have no more money left. They're gonna get a bunch of money now. I think like 45 gold. There we go. And it's just gonna instantly use it to get to level 9, bring in the Fur Knight, get 3 Templars, 3 Empaths, 2 Fighters. Let's decide who is gonna get all these augments. This one should usually go on someone that needs a lot of heals, because after like, what is it, 10 seconds, this augment triggers and gives you 100% extra healing on the unit it's equipped to. So usually you wanna put this on a Bulwark, right? And because the buff that it gives, like it gives your whole team plus 50% healing, and then after 15 seconds it gives yourself plus 100%. The thing is, the plus 50 for your team gets triggered at the turn start. You don't have to survive to get that. And then after 15 seconds you want to get that extra healing on like a tank that needs a lot of healing, or on something like that. It's not a big deal though. Big shame on Psycho right here for standing on the battle board with his huge drone. This is so confusing, the new angle. What is happening? Forest right here, having a good time. It's all about the Forest somehow trying to stay alive. Fur Knight also gets another cast. Enemy Gorilla is dead. And it seems like Nefer, if those Invokers are not... Well, there's still a Malura as well. Big Alliance stun. Ouch. Forest? No way, right? It's just not happening. Too strong, man. What can he do? The Psycho right here found all his units. He has the Invokers. He has all of the mud units. Did he even find the tier 4? The 4 mud. The last... Like, he still has a power spike to come with the 4 mud. Oh, he found the 4 mud. So this is like a completely fully built, and it's such a huge composition if you get it. It's so easily contested, that's why many people don't go for it. If you don't find all these stage 1 tier 3 units, the Sea Forest, the Monkey, the Apon, the Gorilla, if you miss one of them, your strength goes down a lot. We saw that with Web 3. He found the Lulura, he found the Grilla, didn't find the other ones, had no chance in the late game, right? But if you find all the pieces, dude, you are set up for success. Interesting position as well with the clump positioning in the middle. I like that a lot. I think that's gonna be it for Nefer. Not able to do his crazy tournament run again. Last time he won 6 out of 6 games in the tournament. With the last game, he won on 1 HP. Just think about that, right? The first person to ever win a tournament by winning every single round of the tournament, and in the last match, you win it with 1 HP. It's never gonna be done again. It's absolutely insane. So cool to watch. But let's not take away anything from this win here from Psycho. Well played. Crazy team. GG's Nefer. So far he has done first, and second place, so he's on a good way to win this tournament again. And we have 3 out of 4 games played. We are going to a quick break, gonna figure out the final brackets, and then we're gonna play our final game, the 4th game for this tournament in just a few minutes. Enjoy the app break. See you in a second.
Come with me,
Illuvium was always more than a dream.
and you'll be
It was our calling.
in a world of pure imagination.
If only they knew the truth.
Scans indicate a dead planet.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Find me, child,
Activate scouting vessel.
and show our people who you truly are.
She won't decide our fate.
Forgot to charge again, huh? He only just landed.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
All we do is blindly follow orders. I need to know how this ends.
Enter a universe of games. Mine and harvest resources that power your journey. Customize your unique ranger. explore vast regions, discover countless mysteries, rich lore, and complete your missions. Join the hunt for rare creatures. Gather vital resources to repair your ship and ensure your survival. Capture over 200 unique Illuvials. Craft weapons and armor, fuse your units, and build an unstoppable team. Enter the arena. Challenge fellow Rangers in epic battles. Prove yourself in Gauntlet, an 8-player battle royale. Climb the ranks and claim your glory. 3 games, 1 universe. This is Illuvium.
Rangers, the G-Shock Illuvitar collection is here. This epic collaboration brings 108 Illuvitars ready to find their place inside your album. With every G-Shock disc that you open bringing you closer to unlocking exclusive rewards. With this partnership, we merge the digital and physical world. Get your in-game cosmetics and a limited edition Illuvium branded G-Shock watch. Get ready, Rangers. Sale starts December 9th.
Come with me,
Illuvium was always more than a dream.
and you'll be
It was our calling.
in a world of pure imagination.
If only they knew the truth.
We'll begin
Scans indicate a dead planet.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Find me, child,
Activate scouting vessel.
and show our people who you truly are.
She won't decide our fate.
Forgot to charge again, huh? He only just landed.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
All we do is blindly follow orders. I need to know how this ends.
Enter a universe of games. Mine and harvest resources that power your journey. Customize your unique ranger. Explore vast regions. Discover countless mysteries, rich lore, and complete your missions. Join the hunt for rare creatures. Gather vital resources to repair your ship and ensure your survival. Capture over 200 unique Illuvials. Craft weapons and armor, fuse your units, and build an unstoppable team. Enter the arena. Challenge fellow Rangers in epic battles. Prove yourself in Gauntlet, an 8-player battle royale. Climb the ranks and claim your glory. 3 games, 1 universe. This is Illuvium.
Rangers, the G-Shock Illuvitar collection is here. This epic collaboration brings 108 Illuvitars ready to find their place inside your album. With every G-Shock disc that you open bringing you closer to unlocking exclusive rewards. With this partnership, we merge the digital and physical world. Get your in-game cosmetics and a limited edition Illuvium branded G-Shock watch. Get ready, Rangers. Sale starts December 9th.
Come with me,
Illuvium was always more than a dream.
and you'll be
It was our calling.
in a world of your imagination.
If only they knew the truth.
Scans indicate a dead planet.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Find me, child,
Activate scouting vessel.
and show our people who you truly are.
She won't decide our fate.
Forgot to charge again, huh? He only just landed.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
blindly follow orders. I need to know how this ends.
Enter a universe of games. Mine and harvest resources that power your journey. Customize your unique ranger. Explore vast regions. Discover countless mysteries, rich lore, and complete your missions. Join the hunt for rare creatures. Gather vital resources to repair your ship and ensure your survival. Capture over 200 unique Illuvials. Craft weapons and armor, fuse your units, and build an unstoppable team. Enter the arena. Challenge fellow Rangers in epic battles. Prove yourself in Gauntlet, an 8-player battle royale. Climb the ranks and claim your glory. 3 games, 1 universe. This is Illuvium.
Rangers, the G-Shock Illuvitar collection is here. This epic collaboration brings 108 Illuvitars ready to find their place inside your album. With every G-Shock disc that you open bringing you closer to unlocking exclusive rewards. With this partnership, we merge the digital and physical world. Get your in-game cosmetics and a limited edition Illuvium branded G-Shock watch. Get ready, Rangers. Sale starts December 9th.
Come with me,
Illuvium was always more than a dream.
and you'll be
It was our calling.
in a world of pure imagination.
If only they knew the truth.
Begin
Scans indicate a dead planet.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Find me, child,
Activate scouting vessel.
and show our people who you truly are.
She won't decide our fate.
charge again, huh? You only just landed.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
All we do is blindly follow orders. I need to know how this ends.
Enter a universe of games. Mine and harvest resources that power your journey. Customize your unique ranger. Explore vast regions. Discover countless mysteries, rich lore, and complete your missions. Join the hunt for rare creatures. Gather vital resources to repair your ship and ensure your survival. Capture over 200 unique Illuvials. Craft weapons and armor, fuse your units, and build an unstoppable team. Enter the arena. Challenge fellow Rangers in epic battles. Prove yourself in Gauntlet, an 8-player battle royale. Climb the ranks and claim your glory. 3 games, 1 universe. This is Illuvium.
Rangers, the G-Shock Illuvitar collection is here. This epic collaboration brings 108 Illuvitars ready to find their place inside your album. With every G-Shock disc that you open bringing you closer to unlocking exclusive rewards. With this partnership, we merge the digital and physical world. Get your in-game cosmetics and a limited edition Illuvium branded G-Shock watch. Get ready, Rangers. Sale starts December 9th.
Come with me,
Illuvium was always more than a dream.
and you'll be
It was our calling.
in a
If only they knew the truth.
Scans indicate a dead planet.
But I can feel it. This is Illuvium.
Find me, child.
Activate scouting vessel.
And show our people who you truly are.
She won't decide our fate.
Forgot to charge again, huh? He only just landed.
Will you retreat to safety, chasing paradise? Or will you follow me and fulfill your purpose?
We'll find her soon. There's no way off this island.
All we do is blindly follow orders. I need to know how this ends.
Getting darker and darker in here. Welcome back, everybody. We are in the final game of the tournament, and we are watching group number 1 right here because it's just a stacked lobby. We got Sharp Ranger, we got Sota, we got Nefer, we got Slicks, we got Michael, Luca, and Ores, and we got one bot because some people have left over the course of this. By the way, I wanted to clarify something. Holo last game, he just took the bullet and they started without him because his game was crashing. So he didn't actually get last place, but he couldn't play. Just because I said he was last placing, because I didn't know what was happening. We tried to clean that up, that's why it took a little bit longer to break. But now we are in the final game and we can quickly have a look at the spreadsheet. And see who is at top. So we got Nefer and first, followed by Paradox for Monarch, followed by Web3 Gaming. Then we have Ores, FRK, and Psycho in third. And then we got Slicks, Fox Spirit, and All Nerds and Holo in fourth. That's kind of it. That's kind of where we're standing. But yeah, we're gonna see in a bit. We're gonna have a grand reveal after all the 3 games are over. Who's gonna win the tournament? It's a little bit of a different format, but I think it's fun. It's a little bit more fast-paced, and it gets a lot more players to play a lot more games, which I think is cool. Because usually you get knocked out early, and this way you can have more games and actually play in the finals, even if you're not in the top 8. So I do like it, and we'll keep refining week after week, tournament after tournament, to really find the best tournament setup. Are we gonna get 3 Lynxes here? Three Lynxes from Nefer? Nope. Usually a waste of money. The small Lynx is just better than the stage 2 Lynx, which is kind of a faulty design, I guess, but it's also kind of cool. I don't know if it's really... I'm not sure if it's a bug or a feature. I do like it a lot. We have 3 bulwarks, 2 fighters to give some attack speed to everyone, especially for a Lynx, that's good. And we got the Lynx. Moving the range a little bit over, that helps definitely to this Lynx focusing the other Lynx, and the other Lynx focusing the Ranger, right? So amazing reposition here by Nefer last second. Those are the little details that make all the difference, because otherwise he would have lost this game, or this round. Whoever's Lynx get focused, that's the one who loses the round. So really, really well played by Nefer right here. He's trying to sell some stuff to get maybe to 20 gold. He's not sure. Instead, he acts and actually buys some stuff instead of selling it. That's the two options, right? And another free links. That is so funny. The game wants him to buy this unit. Not happening though. And we got Slicks and Nefer in first place right now on 100 health. Just buying a second link, so gonna play the classic double link strategy. Didn't really have to sell the monk here, I think. You could have just sold the verdant weapon right here, which is usually a bait. You don't want to lock up 4 gold into a weapon, especially not into this one because it's not that good. But it's easy to forget about this weapon standing over here. All right. We're gonna follow Nefer a little bit along because he's in a good position to win this whole tournament. So I want to see how he plays it, see what he's gonna do. It's gonna be interesting. Double links here. Giving up the free bulwarks for a double fighter with the ranger. That is interesting. I guess triple bulwark is not as good versus a corner clump as it is a double fighter with 2 linkses. So we can see the damage. The front line is melting from Sharp Ranger right here. Now they're onto the back line. Need to take down a few units quite fast. This Flish is tanky. Took down the links, but it should be alright now. Nefer stays on the win streak. Barely though. Maybe not. Maybe not. We're splitting our damage. Actually, Sharp Ranger taking down Nefer. Nefer is gonna curse him for that one. Screw this corner positioning. I can hear him. I can hear him through the screen. Oof, such good augments. Hard to choose. I think Arcane Conduit is the most reliable. We have a free stage 2 Atipo here. I will take it. You have enough space on the bench. Might as well take it. Keep the option open to swap into 2 empaths later on. There's no real reason why not to do it. Except for keeping your bench clean. Keeping your mind uncluttered, same like your bench, which is definitely a good reason. We see Slicks right here. He actually went for the empath links, and funnily enough, the empath links oftentimes is actually used as an attack damage dealer, as we can see here with the augments. It does a decent amount. It has good attack speed. It does a decent amount of damage with its attacks. So yeah, it's not the first time I see someone use an empath links as their Furiox, as their budget Furiox kind of. And it's definitely working. We see it, the auto attack damage. We crit for like almost 200 damage. Pretty crazy. Also stacking attack speed here will make anything go bananas at one point if you get enough attack speed stacked up. Mike again. Yeah, don't scare me. No sound at all? What do you mean? I think that's on you, buddy. I do see sound coming through OBS. I think we do have sound in here. Hopefully. Hopefully we got some sounds. Slicks versus Nefer here. Nefer, after losing his win streak, probably didn't push much damage onto the board, but here the 2 links are alive, which is very scary. The Scarabox stun will take down these links almost completely. Now they are on the empath. The Groko is still holding strong. We need a little bit more damage here. Oh, I was so close. Taking down the empath, but still losing in the end. Slicks here on a win streak. I think all that Sharp Ranger needs is a second place though. If Sharp Ranger gets a second place, Slicks wins. Nefer, I mean. If Nefer gets second place and Slicks wins, Nefer still wins the tournament, I think. So I think however this lobby gets decided will decide the top 3 of the tournament. Little redo here versus the corner composition, putting those links augments on the small links. Interesting build. Pushing for level 6 early. Enemy still on level 5. Big Scarabog stun. Very lucky to find that Scarabog early on. Helps so much versus those corner positionings. Enemy Doka here is sustaining forever though. Finally goes down. This is a tough one. Sharp Ranger maybe not only taking down Nefer's win streak, but maybe also taking down Slick's win streak. It's gonna be a tough one. This big Atipo is just so strong. Does it get another cast out? No, it doesn't. That was very close. With the stage 3 Flish. Interesting build here. One more cast to rule them all. Oh my god, look strong. Does it get another cast out? Very close. With the one more cast to rule them all. Ranger taking. Well, that's some screen time for sure. Let's see how he does it. Let's see what he's going for. Not the best augments. He still has some rerolls, right? You want to use all your rerolls before you actually decide. Psionic Barrier, huge with his current setup. I would... Oh, he goes for the 0 overdrive. My man. Just pushing for his stage 3 units, the Atipo stage 3 and the Flish stage 3, and giving them both a buff with some of the most unused drone augments we have seen in the game. Denying the hyper from enemies, plus buffing your tier 0 units, which kind of means you have to keep playing your tier 0 units till the late game. But hey, what can you... How did this guy do it? He has a Doka, a stage 3 Lynx, a stage 3 Doka, a stage 3 Atipo, and a stage 3 Flish. What? He just rerolled on level 4 or what? Just rerolling for tier 0 units? That is nuts, man. Didn't find a Groko. Wow, I'm very impressed by this setup right here. I'm so impressed, I'm gonna turn on the light. What's that? 8 of 5. That is cool to see. We're gonna stay with Sharp Ranger here. What a legend. Final game of the tournament of the Grand Finals. He's playing tier 0 booster with 3 stage 3 tier 0s. That is wild. And I look pretty red in the face, but it's actually, it's not. It's just this line right here, always protected from the sun with my rash guard. Makes everything else look ridiculous. I have like a weird neck tan. Because my shirt goes till here, right? My surf shirt. So this part never sees sun. Alright, enough about my weird body. Enough about my different tan lines, and more about this tier 0 build here from Sharp Ranger. I love it. You love to see it. Bringing out the hype, bringing out the fun in the last game of the tournament. A lot of people have been complaining that the balance, the meta right now is a little bit stale. That being said, we're gonna get a big update soon. So it's gonna get mixed up very soon, but right now there's like, I think like 3-4 compositions that I get mainly played, maybe more like 3. So the meta is a bit stale, but hey, then sometimes somebody brings out something like this, stage 3 links, with a bunch of tier 0s to back it up. You love to see it. Here comes a little roller, down to 40 gold. Let's stop right here, Sharp Ranger. Let's not throw all our strength out the window. We're trying to make one unit happen. A unit that is usually very highly contested, right? If you're rolling down, if you're throwing away your money into rolls, gambling for that reroll, usually what you want to do is look for more than one unit. It's very hard to find that one unit that you look for. It's way easier to find 3 units out of 5 that you look for, you know? Dude, those 2 stage 3 empaths give you so much sustain. It is nuts. Look at that. I'm blown away by this team. This looks like so much fun to play. Big Lynx is tanking as well. Yep. Another win in the pocket for Sharp Ranger here. Probably should go for the first one if he wants to. He went for the Umbral Stride. Are you kidding me? That is countering his corner positioning. Because with this, your units, like if you kill someone, this unit is gonna jump. Yeah, okay, you can put it on a Doga. Because it's not working in a corner positioning. Otherwise, your units are gonna jump out of the corner positioning if they kill something. Rolling, trying to find the Tatapi. It's, I don't know, man. Oof, there's an Alfie. For the Flish? No, don't get rid of the Flish. We have the boost from the tier 0s as well. Dude, Sharp Ranger is a crazy player, a wild card. Since we have been watching him right here, he has been doing things I've never seen before, and they're working. They look amazing, so I'm not gonna say no to anything this guy's doing. I'm just amazed. I wish the Flish would stay in though. Feels like, especially with the tier 0 booster, it's gonna give a lot of value. Stage 3 though, you don't see that a lot, eh? Boom, 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 Umbral Stride, one of the most entertaining things to watch. Just zooming around, killing everything. Everybody else is having a really hard time in here. Oh, look at that. Who we got? Sota found some rogues. Found the Gorilla, found the Chukundi, found also the Monkey here. So he has 2 mods activated. He also has 2 Tirus on the battlefield, which I think is one of the worst units in the game. So very surprised about the double Tiru here. Like a Lura would provide way more value, I think. I love how the Ranger is locked in, because everything else is so much tankier. Oh, mine should have said nothing, jinxed it. Alright, let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, Gorilla one-shots the Alfie. That's the problem with the Alfie, it's so squishy, eh? Is the Doka gonna be enough? But yeah, the tankiness just melts away under that Gorilla. Yep, Sota found a good team, he's gonna recover. He's gonna climb an uphill, gonna fight this uphill battle from 47 health. Let's look at Slicks, he's doing good this round. He had some rough rounds before that, but now he's doing solid. Taking down Nefer, his worst enemy right now. Nefer ahead in points, so he needs to definitely place way higher than Nefer. And Slickslide here, playing the classic, playing the 5 Bulwark 3 Empath, playing what is broken, what is overpowered, and being the first one to get it, which helps him a lot. What else we got? Who else we got in here? We got Michael right there. What are we playing? Somebody I'm sure is going for Earth, right? 5 Earth, there we have it. But Sota has already some mud units ready, right? So Sota kind of took everything away from Michael, and Michael is going to have a hard time and needs to find another way. Similar to what we saw Holo do in some early game. Let me quickly check if nobody tagged me. Very good. Come on, Nefer. Take home another victory. I believe in you. I know you have something in the back of your head. Oh, he's playing Frost. Hell yeah, he found the Ranger already, the Frost Ranger. Alright, he needs to find all his stage 3 units, alright? He needs to find the Slashing for triple Frost and maybe some Behemoths if he wants to win this game. But again, he just needs second place, so this might be the perfect composition to do that. He already has the chokehold and the sear, the singe. That's what happens if you're uncontested, right? Forus, chokehold, and singe. Like, those 3 units were impossible to find just a week ago, but now this composition is not contested anymore. Easy finds. He probably wants to maybe sell the head. He sells something to get to 20 gold. Maybe this weapon. Oh, he has the stage 2 Templar weapon as well. So he might want to swap later to Templar depending on what he plays against. But he has so much gold locked up in the weapon, in his board. He's only 17 gold. Easy win for him right here. Michael definitely drew the shortest straw, being contested by Sota, and lost that battle right here for the Muds. He's gonna have a tough time. Luca is not looking good, and I think those top 4 right here are gonna be the top 4. We're gonna see how they play it out. Omnivamp 0. Oof, that is rough. Omnivamp is pretty good with fighters, I guess. Five bulwarks, 3 fighters. I wonder if he's gonna go in the classic fighter build later on, or if it's gonna stay with 5 bulwarks and bring some empaths in. Double legendary augment to the chokehold. Really? Over the forest, just because we have frost? All right. Oh, I forgot. It's because all those guys are coming in. All those rogues are coming in. He's catching them pretty well with his bulwarks, though. As long as those 2 Forus and Choco stay together, they can take down anything, right? Yes, look at that. They one-shot Gorilla. Beautiful. Just keep going. Seer, hold out a little bit longer. Our 2 guys need a second longer. Boom. Well played. Taking down Sota, which is becoming scarier and scarier, right? With all these stage 3 units. By the way, I'm very much biased towards Nefer. We're gonna spectate him. We're gonna spectate him the most, I think, in this last match. Kind of follow along, see how he does it, and see if he's gonna be able to take down Slicks and secure his second tournament win right here. All he needs is a second place, I think. Let's check quickly the spreadsheet actually to confirm. So he has 23 points. And Slicks only has 17 points? What? 3rd place, 4th place, 3rd place. Oh my god. All right, easy. So he is 6 points ahead. All right, so Slicks is actually not in the run to win this tournament. The people in the run is Paradox, maybe FRK, Web3 Gaming, and Psycho. Holo Whoopi in the run. I feel really bad that he had to disconnect here because he won 1, 4th place, so it was on 13. Let's say this is 5 points as well. It would have been 18 points. He would have been in there. I thought about giving him just 5 points because that's realistically what he would have gotten if he played the game. But I can already hear them call out me giving my teammate some points. This case has to come up for another player that I'm not biased towards, someone not from Phantom, to set the precedent, and then I can do it to him, I feel like. Especially because it was not mentioned in the rules. And also it's a bit abusable, right? If somebody is like a bottom 4 player, they can just, you know, force or fake disconnect, so they get like a free 5-4 points. So in the end, it's a bit bad luck. I wish I saw it and I could have helped mediate, because in my head, you just try 2, 3, 4 more times. It doesn't matter to restart, instead of having this shitty situation where someone needs to disconnect. Because we know all these players, right? We know they're generally not trying to screw anyone over, doing restarts on purpose. they're just trying to play the game, and sometimes it's screwed up and you can't do it. And then we should just try to restart more times. So maybe we're gonna change the rule that you can only restart 2 times per player to have it a bit more, but it's always tough because you don't want to open backdoors for people to abuse the system. So yeah, I think it has to be a bit more case by case, and in this case, I know all these players, long-term players, we would have just tried more restarts until everybody can play. But I didn't see it, so I couldn't intervene, and so yeah, it is what it is. Olo could have taken it all, could have won the turn. Well, to be honest, yeah, well, we never know. Let's focus on what we got. Let's focus on this game. Let's focus on the 3-game win streak of Nefer right here. Slicks lost a round. I keep focusing on Slicks because usually he's a big contester for the win, but not this tournament. Not this tournament. He has not been performing as consistently as we usually see from him. So this time it's all about Nefer, and we could even go into another lobby and see how other lobbies are doing. If we want to be very crazy, we're gonna check out how Paradox is doing. Oh, he's not streaming. Paradox, I don't think we have seen him in a Phantom Finals yet. So if Paradox places higher than Nefer, 2 places higher, he wins the tournament as well. And he's not doing bad. He's top 4. Pretty good. And then the other guy with high points. Well, Nefer with first, second, he's just far ahead of everybody else. The other one was Web3 Gaming, who has a little bit of an easier time here because first of all, he has a bot, and second of all, he has Holo, who kind of lost his motivation after this disconnect earlier. He's down in the bottom, and he doesn't really have a big comeback team. He's playing the Classic 5 fighters. He's going for the stage 3s, but he's still far away from it. So yeah, everything looks like it looks pretty good for Nefer at the moment. Let's keep watching this game though, this group. If Holo wins this round, I'm gonna feel so bad for him, because then he actually had a shot at like placing like top 3 or whatever it would have been. But yeah, what can we do? What can we do? Change the rules for next time, learn from it, or actually not change the rules, just I don't know. I don't know. It's just bad luck, and it's hopefully all gonna get changed once the game becomes more stable in future updates. I think that's a big takeaway, as sad as it is. All right, Nefer here, having the Cinch as the main tank, trying to get his fighters here on the side, trying to sneak them in over the side, and also the Forest is gonna cast into everyone, right? They're doing so much damage, those 2 guys. Oof, Adder just barely going down. That would have been important to get another heal out of him. Enemies are now on the Forest. No chance for the Forest here. And corner positioning in the mid to late game, definitely countering the fighters as we see here. And also Luca right here is on 11 health, which means he has pushed in all his money to squeeze in a few more positionings. All of these 4 guys here in the bottom with no life left, they have used all their economy, make the strongest board they can, and now they're just praying to stay alive. I already see Erika is filling in the spreadsheet. Thank you so much, Erika. Big shout out to Erika Gloom, carrying the stream in the back, carrying the tournament in the back, being there, hosting, and helping me with the organization. Big shout out. Thank you also to Illuvium for sponsoring this tournament. Thank you for Illuvium for also... I wanted to get some light, but I can't. For also retweeting. Welcome everybody that's tuning in through X. It's a little bit dark in here. We have been going for a while. We are in the grand finals of the tournament. We have a best of 4 tournament right here with the best players in Illuvium. And we are watching mainly Nefer right now, who's trying to win it all, trying to win another tournament. He has won 1 in past, but he is an up-and-coming star, and he's looking to score a few $100 in this grassroots tournament. Illuvium is still in beta, but it's already really good. It's still in open beta, and there's still a lot of stability things that need to be improved on stability-wise. And also we get much more gameplay features. There is still a reworked weapon system coming in the next few weeks. We're getting a carousel and all the nicest, all the necessities, the nice things that we see in TFT. We're gonna get that and way more. So the end goal is for Illuvium to be on a level of TFT, which at first we couldn't see it, but now we're getting very close, especially with those features that are still coming in. Once we have achieved that, we are gonna try to push ahead and be something that has a lot of unique selling propositions and a lot of unique gameplay systems in place. So it's not just a bland copy of TFT, which you could still say it pretty much is. We have a different like synergy system right here with, you know, we have the 5 base affinities, more like Pokemon. We have like nature, air, fire, earth, and water. They counter each other as well, similar to Pokemon system, but then they also combine, right? So frost is air plus water and so on. And then bulwark is the tank. Fighters are the fighters, but a fighter plus a bulwark is a behemoth. And yeah, it's a really nice system, something else. And something that has been grinding the gears of the players is this corner positioning we see right here, which is very strong in Illuvium. As you can see, our guys, like, those are perfectly fenced off, and if you don't have the right units to stun into there, to do some damage into there, it's gonna be tough. That's why all the augments right now are on the Adorado. Look at that heal, boom, full heal. So he's trying to just out-sustain the damage of the enemy until he breaks through the back line, which it looks like he's gonna have a good time. One more heal, oh, he got stunned out of his heal. Oh, he stays alive though. Maybe one more if he's fast. Big heal incoming, big heal. Yep. Yep. Super well played on the augments here by Nefer. Who is taken down. Look at that. Top 4 have been decided. Slicks, Nefer, Ores, and Luca. Luca made a huge comeback happening. Let's see what he's actually playing. Oh my god, look at Ores team. Wait, I cannot look away. We got Gaze here right here. We got the Axodon, so we got Tsunami activated. Triple Tsunami probably with the Ranger right there. We got the Gnarl, huge beast in the front line. We got 5 Bulwarks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the Ranger and the small Scarabog. Is that a double Fernite in every corner, so you're just stunning left and right with the Whirlwinds? But I think Nefer can take him down. He just has the damage. If he can out-sustain, well, this auto radio is not going to get a single cast through because all those stuns are coming into the auto radio from those Fernites. So it's definitely going to be tough. Interesting position here. Huge positioning by the Forest. His ability is going to go through 6 units right here. Now they're both onto the Gaze here, which is huge. Take down that big healer. Then they're going to go on to the Fernite. I think if the Forest right here can stay alive, which it might be able to. Nope. He had a chance, but look at that tankiness. More than half of the team is still alive for Ores. That's gonna be it for Nefer. Gonna go down in 4th, maybe 3rd place. Let's see it. Is Luca gonna get knocked out? Yes, Luca gets knocked out. Nefer in 3rd place, Luca in 4th place. And Slicks and Ores are still gonna be playing for it. That is crazy to see. Beautiful stream quality. We should have spectated Slicks a little bit more. This is amazing. Oh, my eyes can finally see. I can't wait. This is the biggest feature that we're still missing, spectator mode. Once I don't have to spectate through Discord anymore and can actually just watch people play in-game, it's gonna be heaven. I hope there is good optimization though. It would suck if it takes all the resources, right? Because you have to start up the game and everything. We'll see about that, but I cannot wait to not spectate through Discord anymore. At one point we were just giving away Discord Nitro to have better stream quality, but yeah, we kind of stopped that. Maybe we should do that again. Nice to not lose ranking while playing the top players. That's a good point. That's a good angle to see it. That's really cool. It's kind of like testing your skills against all the top players. And that's what I like about the top 4, the best of 4 format that we have today. Because it's not only the top 8 playing against each other, right? It's everybody playing against each other. Everybody that signed up comes in here and tests their skills against the best players in the game. We have the top 8 from the leaderboards in Illuvium in here. So it's definitely the best players in the game. Except me, of course. I'm missing, but... And yeah, everybody can try out their luck, test out their skills against them. And in the end, the best players are still gonna win, which I'm really excited to see who is it gonna be. We're gonna watch here this last fight from Slicks versus Ores. Ores finding the Blaze Knight as well. That is crazy. Huge setup with the empaths and the huge bulwarks. Blaze Knight not perfectly positioned though. Jotun was able to get around everybody and attack the Blaze Knight, taking him down. So a little bit of a positioning mistake right here. But it seems like it's gonna be enough nevertheless. This augment right here is providing so much damage as well. Never mind, Jotun is probably never gonna die. Now he's on the Gnarl. Yeah, it seems like Slicks is winning this actually. This was definitely a positioning difference. It could have gone in another way. If Blaze Knight came over here in the last second, there would have been a lot more damage on the side of Ores. GG's, well played. Let's see how the other groups are doing. And we're gonna see the final standings in a second. Don't go anywhere, guys. All right, let's check in here first. Nope. Let's check with Hollow. What a sportsman, by the way. He couldn't play the 3rd round. He's still playing the last game. Love to see it. He's still gonna place maybe even top 8, but what? Psycho has been playing Roblox on the side or what? Alright, here we got a stream. We got Texan, Psycho, Web3, Hollow, and Victor. This is about a lot, guys, because Web3, if he wins the game, it's going to win the tournament. Who are we spectating? Texan. Texan playing the classic 5 bulwark, 2 empath with the fighters, the fighter variation of this, which we have seen a lot. And he's against Psycho. He's again playing the Malura, the Gorilla, all the mud units, which won him the last game, I believe. Not going this good this time because this legendary augment is kind of stuck back here with just 1-2 units. But there's just no chance. Psycho found all his units, and this composition really feels like the strongest composition in the game if you can find all the units you need. If you find 4 mud with the C4os and the Malura and maybe a Phosphorus on top, like, it seems like there's no way you're gonna win. Web3 Gaming knocked out in 4th place. That makes it official. He's going to be placed below Nefer. The only one who can take it away from Nefer at this point is Paradox. But we're going to finish this game. It's going to be the last round right here. I think it's going to be a double KO with 2 of these players. Well, we have a PvE round first. And then we're going to see who takes it in this group. And then we're going to see the final standings on the spreadsheet. Let's go, let's go. Can we watch the other players, see what they got? I want to watch Psycho. If he got the 4 mud already, if there's still something, yes. He only got 3 mud. He's missing 1 more copy of his ranger weapon. At which point, it's gonna get nasty. He got the Invokers, Empath, Scions, Rogue, Fighter, Mud, Bloom, Granite, Earth. All he looks for is this weapon right here. 1 more. Celestial Scales is pretty good. There's another one. But you don't want to combine it yet. Sentry Apex card, sure. Come on, guy. Roll a bit more. Roll faster. Sell your armor right here. Roll. Armor sell, roll. Sell the Scarabog, roll. Scarabog. Couldn't find the weapon. Rolling down 40 gold. That's frustrating. I think he has a pretty good chance anyway, but he's playing versus Holo right here, who was able to find the Ophisto. Ophisto right there is gonna possibly one-shot the whole enemy team. He doesn't have really good augments. No really strong damage augments right there. But enemy Gorilla is already dead. Oh, it's looking good for Holo. It is looking very good for Holo. Looks like Holo is gonna take it. The Ophisto, hyperactive. No chance for Psycho right here. How is Texan doing? Texan also knocked out. GG Holo. This is heartbreaking. Who knows? If Holo would have won the other game, I think he would have still placed below Nefer. But this is definitely crazy. Let's have a look at the spreadsheet. It's getting filled out as we speak by Erica. So we're going to have a look at it. Just the last few places. There's an 8 and there's a 7. And then I will have the honor of sorting them all. Oh, was the wrong side. Okay, C to A. Boom! Nefer wins the tournament. Second place, Paradox. Third place, Ores. Right here, we still have some tiebreakers to go through. But then we got Slicks and Web3 Gaming and Psycho here in fourth place. First tiebreaker is the last game's performance. Slicks won that, so he's going to be fourth place. Then we have Psycho, actually. In second. Can I? Yeah, Psycho is fifth place. Web3 Gaming is sixth place. Then we got FRK in seventh place. Thanatos in eighth. And then, no, actually, Holo in eighth. Holo still managed to get eighth place, even though he couldn't play one game. He played 3 out of 4 games and made 8th place, which is kind of insane. Let me swap that. Can I just swap it like this? Holo up here. Slicks on top. Psycho on top. That's the final standings of the tournament. Well, we haven't figured out all the tiebreakers yet. We're gonna do that in a second. Nefer wins another round. GG's, well played. Insanity. Well, let me quickly check. Brew Crew is in front of Fox Spirit. Then we have here Sota. Texan is in front of Sota. And then we can do a screenshot of the top 16. Wait, Michael is actually below Luca. That looks good. Gonna just screenshot the top 16. Well played, everybody. I hope you had fun watching. I hope you had fun playing. I'll see you in the next one. And thank you to Illuvium for sponsoring this. And thank you for Erica Gloom for helping me host this. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Without you, we wouldn't have much to stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I see you in the next stream. We're going to do some gameplay streams. We're going to do some gameplay videos, some guides on YouTube. So make sure to hit that follow button. Check out YouTube. Check out Twitch. Peace out, guys. See you in the next one. Adios.